Yo, yo, yo. So we back at it. So we are back at it. Won't lie to you. My energy is up. I'm excited. This is my usual state. You know what I'm saying? Upbeat, drive, energetic. I can't help it. Before we get down to our orders of business, because it's a lot of business, and so we have to have it in order. Let me do the usual. Let me do my mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Can y'all hear me okay? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me okay? Let me see if I'm posted up on Sportscaster. Just want to make sure. Don't want to leave my Sportscaster crowd out. There I am on Sportscaster. Hey, y'all. Got a lot to talk about. I want to make sure I get feedback from everybody because I'm looking at this roster and we have a lot to talk about. Right. Let me check one other place just to make sure that I'm streaming okay. And then we'll get down to the order of business. Yo, look who's in the building. Yo, the homies, what's good? I see y'all. The New York Knicks is in the building. Stephen Fox is in the building. What's good? I see y'all. Much love to y'all. Much love. We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight, y'all. Just want to check. Oh, Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. Hey, Michael, I know you hear that all the time, right? Who? Mike Jones. Let me check this one other thing just before we get started. Let me just check the channel. All right. So things look good. Hey, Stephen Fox. Hey, man. So last night's draft didn't go according to how I envisioned it. You know how you envision an event playing out, and then you get to that time where it's time for that event, and then things go differently. I'm not saying bad. I'm not saying poor. Like things didn't go poorly. They just went in an unexpected direction. That's how I felt last night. You know what I'm saying? The fact that the Knicks front office kind of took us on a somewhat of a journey. Let's put it that way. In my mind, I was thinking Wild Goose Chase, but I didn't want to say Wild Goose Chase. You know what I'm saying? Hey, salute to you, fam. Salute to you. You just as much part of this as everybody. This is not an Uncle Freezy show. This is the everybody show. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we just gotta. RL was good. RL is in the building. What's good with you? Respect. So back to like the last night thing, man. It's not like I didn't it's not like I didn't enjoy or take to the players. I have there's no offense to Obi Toppin, and there is no offense to Manny Q. Manny Q, if you're watching this, it's not like I didn't want you. It's just I expected something different. Look in the chat. Teddy Ted is in the chat. What's good? So I just want to clarify a couple of things first before we get started. And I touched on one of the things. Last night was quite the journey, so to speak. You know how I feel about Knicks and power forwards. Yeah. Oh boy. Let me get turn y'all volume down. Somebody just showed up in the chat. Y'all know what I'm about to do. Yo! Simmer Singh is in the building. What's good? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to y'all, man. Hey, don't be mad because I'm shouting. I get some comments, man. People like, yo, Uncle Freezer, you busting my eardrums, shouting people out. Listen, man, I'm sorry about your sensitive eardrums, right? But when my people show up, they need to see that this is genuine love and not that if you don't subscribe or like the video, I don't feel you love. If you don't send a super chat love, it ain't that. This is genuine. So when I be screaming, you know what I'm saying? This is real. And it ain't because, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm the desperate dude for people. Hey, man, this is because I see a lot of y'all in a lot of different places. And I know I done talked about this a million times. Oh, boy. Turn your volume down. Look who just showed up in the building. Yo! Bodega Wi-Fi is in the building. Oh, my gosh, man. Hey, mad love to everybody I'm shouting out. And to those of y'all that are new to Uncle Freezy and new to the chat. I'm sorry if this is not what you expected. If you expected a 60 minutes type environment where stuffy dudes talk about, Knicks stuff and that's what you're accustomed to, I'm sorry. Knicks at night, though, brings energy. You know what I'm saying? Energy. Yo, look who showed. Yo, Big Oso is back. Yo, Big Oso is back in the building. What's good? Big Oso is back. It sounds like a 70s movie. Big Oso is back for revenge. But Big Oso is back. Shout out to Big Oso. Shout out to Legion of Knicks podcast. That's my half brother. You know what I'm saying? That's my half brother right there. You know what I mean? Shout out to God of Moses and Elijah. And I'm sorry, God of Moses and Elijah. I'm sorry if I keep calling you off your screen name. Hey, it's all love though. It's all love. So let me finish this up right quick, and then I'm gonna put the invite thing in the chat. I just wanted to say this couple things, and then we're gonna get down to the nitty gritty. Right. For one, I'm not upset at that draft pick of Obi Toppin. It's just unexpected. When we had a power forward, I expected them to draft around, the shooting guard, power forward, center. Maybe draft the point guard, small forward. And if they would have drafted the shooting guard, I'd have felt the same way. If they drafted the center, I probably would have felt the same way. You know what I mean? So don't take it as if I wasn't feeling Obi Toppin. You know what I mean? So the Obi Toppin thing is even though the look on my face may have said one thing, my heart says something else. My heart say once you get that Knicks jersey, you're a Knick. So believe that. Once you get that Knicks jersey, you're a Knick, and I'm a root for you. The thing with Manny Q. We were bouncing around in the back of the first round, and I had no idea what they were doing. So the Knicks never let us, they never led us on to what it is that they were looking to do, right? And then when we hear the name Emmanuel Quickly, we're like, what? Because if any of the Kentucky players would have been headed our way, we were thinking the other two. We were thinking Tyrese Maxey, maybe in the late first. And in the second round, Nick Richards in the second round. That's what I was thinking. That's just what I was thinking, man. So the other thing I wanted to share with you and just give y'all some food for thought is our roster has 11 active players. 11 active players. So we have 2 players at each spot and 3 players at shooting guard. So we have Barrett, Manny Q, and Reggie Bullock at shooting guard. At point guard, we have Frank and DSJ. At small forward, we have Knox and Iggy. At power forward, we have Randall and Toppin. And at center, we have Ed Davis and Mitchell Robinson. Right? Just wanted to point out one other thing too, and then I'm going to open it up and let y'all raise hell like y'all supposed to. Right? I just want to throw this last thing out there. So tomorrow starts free agency, right? What are we going to do to fill out the other 4, 5, 6 spots? I'm going to say 4 spots with the assumption that the last 2 spots be bargain bin guys that just happen to be available with our last little bit of cash. What do y'all expect with the last 4 guys in free agency? So we have $39 million that's available thanks to purging the roster. Get y'all asses out of here. Yeah, they gave out walking papers today. You know what I mean? But so what do y'all think we're gonna do tomorrow? Is tomorrow the day that they announced that we've signed Fred VanVleet? Is tomorrow the day that they announced that we've traded for Lonzo Ball? Is tomorrow the day that we announced that we traded for Russell Westbrook? Is tomorrow the day that we find out we traded for a small forward? I mean, there are a lot of things so the dust may we may settle. Hey, Mike Jones, who? Mike Jones. Hey, Mike Jones said it was the purge, boy. Hey, we purged that roster. So anyway, let me do this. Let me do this. I put all that stuff out there, and so what I want to do is get everybody's take on it. Everybody's take. So I put I wasn't trying to hold them out. I just wanted to put that out there so that when we start the conversation, we'll have some direction, and we'll be able to give all the viewers food for thought. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of stuff going on. And the main thing we should be doing right now is talking to points that make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like what we don't want to do is talk to points that don't make sense anymore since the draft is passed and since we. Oh my God, Mike Jones. Hey, Mike Jones got me bugging. Mike Jones got me bugging about the purge. Yo, now you got Mr. Jones, now you have that stamped in my memory. The purge. Now you have that stamped in my memory. Oh my gosh. Hey, everybody, if you hear me say the purge, y'all can thank Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. Hey, hold on for a second. Let me get the riffraff in here because I know they eager to get started. Hey, what's good, Teddy?
How you doing today?
Joe. What's good, Teddy?
Oh man, loving life, man, loving life.
Oh my
gosh. Looking good.
Oh my gosh. Look at this here. Oh my gosh. Man, I'm so excited right now. Oh boy, look who in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, the Legion of Knicks podcast is in the building.
I'm getting so much flag, Easy. Just because I said that. Oh boy! I wanted myself over Obi. People putting in my videos talking about, you a Nick hater? Are you an Obi hater? I'm out of here. F your I'm like, what? Like, I've accepted Obi. I'm not against Obi at all. Just like you, Easy, I'm surprised, and it wasn't the guy that we were expecting. Right?
Oh, I know.
But
right.
You are a Nick. You're a Nick. I'm supporting you 1,000,000,000%. And one thing I like that Obi did, he acknowledged that he does not play defense. You have a lot of players in this league that think like, yo, I'm a beast in college. I'm gonna do the same thing in the NBA. I don't got to get better. For him to say that, he knows that he's not good at defense. So there's improvement. There's room for improvement. So I'm not Obi, a big Obi. I'm a Nick fan. I'm rooting for Obi to do well, man. Please don't kill me, all right?
Best pick.
Me? So, you talking about the Knicks fans?
The Knicks fans, man. Come on, bro. I don't players, bro.
I just want to say I kind of agree with Guillermo a little bit. I just think it's a little bit, we have to see more before we say that the college, in college he wasn't the best defender, but it's just like it's a little early. But I kind of agree that, hopefully he improves his defense. But he has a lot to prove in that area. Obi has a lot to prove on defense, even though the power forward position so far, from what we've seen so far, the trend is outside shooting, athleticism. There's not really most people. I mean, besides Jeremy Grant, is the only one that plays defense and can sort of hit the outside three. But you really want more of an outside shooting three. I mean, even though Freezy did say he would like a Jay Crowder as a forward, as having two forwards, that's kind of interesting. Right. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, let's see how that goes.
Look, I believe we had to take him. He was projected to go in the top 5. When he falls to 8, you got to take it, knowing that you're letting go of Bobby Portis. You're letting go of Gibson. So now Randall's the next move out, because I don't see Randall staying. Obi's going to start and Randall will come off the bench. And I see some big move coming in, because the Knicks are loading up on second-round picks for 2023, which is when college students can come in and play. So them picks have value. So what I was thinking too is they might try and make a sign and trade with Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram was a small forward, power forward.
He can play both, but you put him at the 3.
Yeah. Yo, let me shout out Naomi and Yellow Fella. Shout out to Yellow Fella. He is back in the building. So let me give Yellow Fella what he deserves.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Yellow Fella, man.
Yellow Fella is in the building. And and I think I saw somebody new. Is that a Naomi? I saw? Naomi, what's good? What's good? We're going to give you the what's good now, but when you come back a couple of times, now you know what they expect. So, hey, shout out. Hey, Yellow Fella said, I deserve a wrench. Okay, I'll give you a wrench. Right.
He's a Lakers fan. Don't give him nothing, man. He's a Lakers fan.
Nah, man. You don't deserve no wrench. And first of all, I don't do the wrench thing like that. The wrench thing is not power to me. The wrench thing is love. You know what I'm saying?
What is that?
Like the dudes that flat out roll over backwards. You know what I'm saying? Do everything for the chat, for this movement. You know what I'm saying? I share that thing with them because they want to see this thing grow and be super humongous. And I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying that these cats I've been knowing for a while, man. So they work that wrench like a hug and not a wand. You know what I mean? So
hold up, Freezy. We got 25 people in here, only 12 likes. Hit the mother effing likes, man.
Hit the likes up,
bro. Oh, it's easy. It don't even cost you nothing. It's right there, man.
Come on.
Stop that.
Hey, yo, and for the record, I think of all of the names that I saw so far, I think Big Oso is probably the dopest chat name I've seen in this group so far. Big Oso in the building. So hey, so let me get back to Joe Madden's point. Joe Madden was talking about going after or talking about a guy that can play small forward and power forward for our team. Do you feel like Brandon Ingram?
I feel like a deal for Ingram can be done. If we offer him a sheet and he says, you know what, I want to go to New York, we can make a deal. If that means giving up Frank Knox, the 2 Dallas picks, and maybe an unprotected pick at like 24, 25. 2024, 2025, I think that's a deal we should take. I'd nearly even give Mitch up for him.
I'm sorry, say it again. I'm sorry.
I was saying about Brandon Ingram. I was saying if there's a possibility of us getting a package for Ingram, if we give him an offer sheet and he decides, do you know what, I want to go to New York, we'll make a sign and trade. That's what they're trying to stack assets for.
Here's a person we were talking about. I was talking about with Sim, and shout out to Frank Corona Jr. Hopefully he can join because he's pretty. He mentioned De'Aaron Fox from the Kings because here it is. Mm-hmm. De'Aaron Fox comes off He turns to a restricted free agent, I believe, 2021, 2022. But we stacked up on a whole bunch of 2023 second round picks. Remember, that's the first year the high school players will be allowed into the draft, and so you're going to have a plethora of college talent plus high school talent, and so you're going to have people fall to the second. That and even if you have a whole bunch of seconds that you possibly could trade up to even get maybe a low first or use your pick and get into maybe a higher first from where you are. So a team like the Kings who aren't winning, they probably want to get rid of Buddy Hield anyway. If they get asked for him and obviously restart at the point guard position or just restart and get rid of De'Aaron Fox, he could be option for the Knicks, man, because they're not winning. De'Aaron Fox is talented as hell, but they are not winning. So
yeah, I think he's going to want out soon.
He might want
out.
And
they have a new GM, right? Don't they have a new GM, a new front office?
Yes, they have a new GM. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who do you think they're gonna want though, Guillermo? What's your what's your assessment? Who they're gonna give? Who's Sacramento gonna want from the Knicks?
I don't know.
You have to give. You're gonna have to give picks anyway. You're gonna have to get maybe the 2 Dallas and then maybe one of our picks unprotected.
They have Marvin Bagley, Joe. They also have Marvin Bagley.
No, we're good at center.
No. I'm just saying they have Marvin Bagley. They're gonna pay. They're gonna want maybe a guard or a forward.
Yeah, but I think if you give them that draft capital in a rich draft. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about Joe.
I don't think they can get rid of Buddy Hield because Philly was the only option, was the only team that was interested, and they got shooters last night. So I don't see them trying to go after Buddy Hield. And then who else has the money for it? I think Atlanta, and that's about it. Us, but I don't.
And they just drafted Halliburton. Like, why would you draft Halliburton when you got? I mean, Buddy Hield play the off guard, and then you have De'Aaron Fox as a lead guard. Why would you draft Halliburton? If you're not,
well, it's either if Fox is gone or if they know that they're trading Buddy Hield, because they know Halliburton will play the 2.
Would you give up Mitch to make that deal happen, guys?
I think they're gonna want RJ. I'm gonna be honest.
To me, I'd actually, if there's any trade going on, I would try and look to Brandon Ingram over Fox, because
I don't think Brandon Ingram's leaving, bro. Sorry to control. I think we have a weird delay. I apologize for that, but I don't think
you're good.
I don't think they give up Brandon Ingram.
What I think is, if you put an offer sheet into him, you tell him, okay, you come, you run the you're going to run the team. He could ask for a trade in New York, but it's what do we give up? What are they asking for? If he does decide he wants to leave.
Joe, let me do this real quick. I feel it coming on. My man just into the chat, and I ain't seen him in like 2 months. Let me do it. Y'all turn y'all sound down. I apologize.
Oh Lord, hold on.
Prince Alcindor is in the building. Prince Alcindor is here. What's good, Prince Alcindor? Hey, I see you, boy. I see you out there. I see you. Hey, Casey, they're gonna be mad as hell that you tiptoeing out, seeing another Knicks show behind their back. You cheating on Knicks Fan TV with Knicks at Night. I see you, boy. Hey, I'm sorry about that, Joe. I'll be getting excited. Matter of fact, look, I'm gonna get out the thing for a second and let y'all do y'all thing.
Oh, there you go, bro. But I was saying Ingram. I don't know what the situation there is, because I haven't really heard anything. But the Knicks could make him an offer and say, look, you come, you run the team. And he if he requests for a trade out, then we can do a sign-in trade.
I really don't think Ingram.
So
I really don't think, and then you're gonna have a logjam at forward. Well, I mean, look, you could put RJ at the 2, I guess, but Ingram's not leaving that team, bro. I mean, sorry, they're not letting Ingram leave. They don't trust Zion. They have a whole bunch of guys they just drafted. They probably have to give up. Either they're going to give up Bledsoe to a team that'll take the contract, or if they want to keep him, whatever. Maybe if they can make a playoff push, they're going to get rid of Lonzo. Maybe that's somebody we look at, but they're not getting
Lonzo. I think Lonzo will be good with Obi.
They're not
going to have the best fast break in the league.
I want to ask you guys, would you move RJ if Sacramento wants? No. I just want to ask. Let me ask so that way at least I heard. If Sacramento wants RJ for De'Aaron Fox, you guys are saying no, or you saying yeah?
Open hell, no. Fox isn't that. Fox is good, but he's not that good.
What about you, Guillermo?
RJ for Fox?
Yeah.
I'd have to think about it.
Okay,
If
Chris,
RJ
Teddy, you saying yes or no, Teddy?
Nah.
Honestly, I got a sneaky pick for y'all. Why don't we get Austin Rivers?
Cool. What about?
What?
Would you say no
Austin
for De'Aaron
Rivers.
Fox? RJ for
No.
De'Aaron Fox. You
Yeah,
think?
yo, this guy's trolling.
No, because we're good at the
Skip
two.
it, man.
I think what
Skip
they're
it,
going to
man.
do at the two is it looks like Malik Beasley.
Yeah, Malik
looks
Beasley. I mean, you know what I think it is? I think we might go after. I think Hayward's going to be looked at by contenders first. I think the Knicks are going to shoot their shot because he declined that contract, so he probably knows he's going to get probably years from probably a contender. Maybe he's getting that. Maybe I don't see the Knicks give him a max. That just would be asinine.
No.
But if they
give
get
him a
him,
max.
I guess the Knicks going after Beasley after. Definitely
See, if
shouldn't go.
we go get Hayward, then you have more or less you have to go get Westbrook and go for it all. Instead of just bringing Hayward in, then go get Westbrook. Just then swing for the fences and go for the playoffs.
See, I love my Knicks fans, man, but this is what we do, man. We say guys are untouchable. If
RJ's not untouchable. If you're gonna say
no, it's not you, I'm talking about people in the chat. If any player is there, you always have to consider, okay, how can I get better? Right? I think RJ's going to be a good player, man. I'm not taking. I even think he's going to improve. But again, you always have to look at where players are at, potential. You got to look at all facets, right?
Right.
Can you make this team better? Can this team become a lot better with a guy like? Because I mean, look, this is crazy. I'm not comparing the two, right? But I'm pretty sure there are people back then who were like, "Yo, I'm not trading Eddie Jones to allow Kobe Bryant to be the man on the team. I'm not trading Monte Ellis to allow Steph Curry to be the man on the team." You know what I mean? And again, I'm not comparing to RJ and Kobe. I'm not. But you always have to look at the big picture.
Yeah, people weren't happy about the Eddie Jones and Kobe situation. Let's remember. I
Yeah,
remember.
there's people who were mad about that.
Yeah,
Eddie Jones. I remember that. Zara used to play shoot out 96 so much, man. Eddie.
Yeah, I used to like his game.
Yeah, was it 96 or 94? I can't remember because they had Eddie Jones, Eldon Campbell. I want to say it's that Cedric Ceballos. I might be wrong.
Right. I remember.
I might be wrong. But guys, again, I'm keep trying to keep RJ. But again, you might not even have to give up RJ. And I'm telling you, Mitch may not improve. You may be able to flip Mitch, even though they have Marvin Bagley. I guess that probably won't work. But yeah, man.
See, the thing is, if you were offered like Giannis, I give up the whole roster. Obi and all included in that for Giannis. But like it has to be a top player, like either Giannis, you have Devin. Maybe I don't even know if I'd trade RJ for Devin Booker.
You trade RJ for that?
I don't think I would.
You wouldn't trade RJ for Devin Booker?
No.
Yeah, so then that's what it is.
I wouldn't trade. No,
you wouldn't trade RJ for
Devin Booker hasn't been an All-Star yet, or he was just an All-Star this year. Devin Booker, if Devin Booker takes his game to another level this year, then I probably would.
I don't want to get killed by nobody because if I say something, Freezy, did you hear that, Freezy?
Yes, I heard that. And for the record, who loves RJ more than me? Nobody.
Oh,
but
man.
But look, if a star is on the table, bona fide stars on the table, you have to consider all options, right? I'm not saying that RJ is touchable nor untouchable. What I am saying is you have to consider your fandom. Are you a fan of RJ Barrett or are you a fan of the Knicks? Right. And does trading RJ Barrett mean making your Knicks better? You have to consider. Now, am I doing RJ Barrett in a deal for Terry Rozier? No.
No.
You know what I'm saying? No minutia deals for RJ Barrett. But if we're considering if Devin Booker is on the table for the Knicks and the centerpiece is RJ Barrett and you have to fill in around RJ Barrett with other pieces, hey man, you got to consider that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean you legit have to consider that.
Crazy not to. You know what reminds me of? You know what reminds me of? Remember when LeBron James, I think it was the year before the year left, or maybe the year before he left. I remember they had a trade in place to trade J.J. Hickson for Amari Stoudemire to help them get into the playoffs, to be have a legit 1-2. And this Amari Stoudemire was still good, right?
Right.
And they legit did not pull the deal because they thought J.J. Hickson was that dude. Now, obviously, Lamar Stoudemire went to the Knicks. You know, he did have a really good year or so before he started to break down and Melo came. But J.J. Hickson didn't amount to anything. J.J. Hickson didn't amount to nothing. That's no disrespect to him or nothing like that, bro. But to sit here and say you won't consider trades for superstar level players, and Devin Booker now might be more of a so-called high-level star versus Freezy. Udi Mack is asking for the link to the chat if you don't mind providing it to him. But to sit here and say you won't consider trades, man, we gotta stop falling in love with players, man.
That's tough. And I'm starting to consider that you can't win. There's some arguments you can't really win. You know, in this you know, I like debating back and forth, but it's really hard for me to tell somebody, you know, this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? People are fans for their own reasons. So, you know, it's hard. It's kind of hard.
I feel you, but I feel like Knicks fans, we're better than you. I'm not saying you agree. You never should just agree to agree, but come on, man. Like if you have a chance to get a bona fide player who still has upside, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Don't limit yourself because you like a player. We like a lot of players just because they're drafted by the Knicks. You know what I mean?
No, see, the thing is, I'm so used to the Knicks giving up on young players.
I really like that
they ball out for somebody else.
No, who did we trade away? Who did we trade away that like balled out? Like Ariza is good and all, but he's not like no superstar.
Absolutely, and I really like the rumors that's going on with Malik Beasley and Gordon Hayward. I think that's a good I actually would just want Gordon on a 1-year deal, but the Malik Beasley for the future, if he ain't locked up, I think you really look into it. You know,
there's no way Gordon leaves that $34 million deal and then
he already opted out.
Yeah. He definitely has a deal. He has a deal somewhere.
Yeah, I think he has a multi-year deal.
I think he's going to Atlanta. I
hear the Knicks are aggressive.
But he's probably going to try to go. Well,
I think he's going to go to Atlanta.
I think he would go to a team that's going to feature him.
So here's the hypothetical that I posted y'all before we open the gates for everybody to come in. What if the multi-year deal is with the Knicks? How do y'all feel about that? I told y'all about the cap space, about the roster spots, and alluded to direction. So what if the situation is Gordon Hayward to the Knicks on a multi-year deal, say 3 year, something that aligns with Russell Westbrook's remaining contract?
I've been saying Gordon Hayward to the Knicks for a minute now.
The only reason I bring Gordon Hayward in, if you're getting Westbrook too, and then you're trying to make.
Yeah, can we get a point guard, please?
The reason I like Gordon Hayward to the Knicks is because I've seen how Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are shooting, and I hope, right? I hope, because I mean you got to have a little bit of hope, right? I hope Kevin Knox and Obi Toppin can shoot the ball.
So someone doesn't belong in that conversation.
Yeah, hold on. Wait, you said you shoot.
I hope.
You didn't like their shooting?
I like their shooting. No, I hope that they can shoot lights out like Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum.
Boy. Turn your volume down. Because I see somebody in the chat. Hey, shout out to Andre Bryant. Hey, shout out to Finesse 4J. Hey, shout out to everybody. But, yo, you know what? Alan Wise is in the building. What's up, Alan Wise? What's good? Oh, look who just showed up from one Nick to another. What's good? Yo, if y'all energy ain't up on 10 right now, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm going to be keeping y'all up all night, getting y'all blood flowing.
It's
But
12 a.m.
Wise is in the building.
12 a.m. You psychotic mother.
I love the energy.
Yeah.
He on all the caffeine.
Tomorrow's a big changer. It's going to see where we go. Are we going to stick to rebuilding, or are we going for the playoffs? We don't.
A little bit of both.
Because Obi to me is a aggressive. It's a win now move.
Only thing with me is that Hayward, the age and those gruesome injuries and ankle injuries.
Hayward's not aggressive as he used to be.
I don't need Hayward to play 30 minutes when I also want Knox to you know, I want to see. Like, I agree with the fans that wants Knox.
Don't be
Don't
going
talk
world.
about
If
Knox,
Knox
not
ain't showing up, you could go. If he ain't
Right,
showing
you got a point,
Yeah,
Guillermo. I'm
if
not
you
gonna
don't-
and
yeah,
they
dispute.
don't
you
want
look up
to in. So this is
But
why I
you
said
gotta have minutes to see who he is.
Did
But
they
he
say when the trade
last year,
deadline
okay.
is?
I don't know what he averaged. I think he averaged what 17 minutes a game, 15 minutes, something like that. It dropped from like 23 his rookie year, 20 something.
You don't think Gordon be a good mentor?
Yeah, I think he'll be a great
Oh,
mentor.
what is it? Yo, look.
He's
Knox,
a former vet.
look.
It's
I know
He
same,
has to change your
same
heart.
old Knicks again. It's
Knox,
getting the
yo,
vet
we gotta
that's over his
grow
prime.
up, man. We gotta stop with this. Yo, don't you think the garbage? Man, no one gives a bro. The Knicks are moving, and you're still stuck on. I need a coach. No, you either gonna show production. You're gonna show. At the very least, be cognizant of your.
The hell is that?
Being able to rebound, simple things, or come on, come on. Every year, this is what we do with the Knicks. I love Frank, but we can't sit here and say, man, if only Frank had a good coach, man, mother effer, man, there are a bunch of guys out there who improve without good coaches.
You got a good point there. And
Yep.
Every
No, he
year,
has a great point. He has a great point.
on Knox, Guillermo. I can't knock it, bro.
Man,
No, you got.
Can you even name who Tracy
Sometimes
McGrady's
they
first
don't
coach
show
was in
up,
the
they're
NBA?
done by the deadline.
don't even, yeah, and Trace McGrady's first year, he was, but that's different. People knew Trace McGrady was gonna be good. It was just like, all right, you gotta wait to. But I know what you mean.
Good Carter.
He's my
Dude,
debate.
Chris Webber's first coach was Don Nelson. He had a terrible relationship with him. Don Nelson hated Chris Webber.
Guillermo, this is my debate with you about Knox. He had one season averaging over 10 points, and also he's on his third season
8th
now.
overall pick, hitting over.
And he's on his third season now.
God,
So wait a minute, he's at
Over
least
10 points.
Wait, hold on,
Yeah.
what happened?
No. Oh no, he was just bragging about Kevin Knox averaging over 10 points.
him the 8th overall pick.
Because you started clapping. I thought a trade went. I thought it was something.
No,
like
I wasn't clapping.
We're like, well done to
All I'm
Knox. He hit
saying
over
is
10
I
points,
believe
8th
he
overall
can.
pick.
I believe he can average. I want him to average. We want a small forward that can average 15 points per game and play defense.
More. You want to,
if Knox gave you 15 and he gave you
defense
38% from three off of like 5-6 attempts, man, you take that, and he gave you better defense.
Yeah,
that's
what I'm trying to say.
That's
If
solid.
I take the way Knox is playing now, I take 10 points. The way he's
Dude, I just take Knox being able to hold a rebound and not let it. You know how many times I've seen Knox grab the ball and it does like a cartoonish squeeze out of his hand, out of bounds. You know, Knox probably. I think he has. I've seen 3 times.
He has the most stepping out of bounds plays.
I agree
Guy's
with the
talented, no motor. He's no motor.
He's not talented. What's his go-to move? He doesn't have a go-to
No,
move.
well,
His go-to move is that ugly ass motor.
His best talent is his age. That's what it is.
you know.
No, I said he has upside.
If
He's
Knox
no
was on any other team, we'd be calling him a bus. I put
Yeah.
money on it. Knicks would be like, he sucks.
If RJ had Knox's body,
I disagree.
RJ would be the best player in the league.
if we pick up Gordon Hayward, Knox is gone.
But you just hold up, Teddy. You just said, can Gordon Hayward be a mentor to Knox? You just
He
said,
gotta be Mr. Iggy after that. He'll be Mr. Iggy.
Yo,
Yeah,
Knox,
why
you
are we
see-
why are we even looking at Hayward? We have Kevin Knox.
Knox, you see how your fans flip on you, bro?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't go
Now he wants you to get out. Gordon Hayward.
Hey, I was sorry about Kelly Oubre going to Warriors. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I wanted
We should have jumped on that shit.
Oh my God!
They call that-
You see how protected that pick?
I've been on that Gordon Hayward
That
for a minute now.
that pick is protected top 20 pick or whatever.
something that we gave away.
Yeah, we could have definitely did that.
That's
Oh,
OKC again,
my
guys.
James is in the building. What's good, Woodshed? Woodshed is in the building.
How many
What
picks
is
OKC
good?
have now?
Salute, Woodshed. Salute everybody in the chat, man. Yo, guys, please hit the likes, man. Please. It's 47 people in here, 56 people in here. It's only 28 likes, man. Come on, man. Stop playing games, bro.
Yeah.
Hit them effing likes, man.
So Guillermo, you don't think Kevin Knox can average 15 points for the season?
Kevin Knox could do a lot of things, man. Possibilities are endless. It's all about the probability. What is a probability that Kevin Knox?
In your eyes, what's the probability that he can average 15 points?
If he takes more, look, the emphasis is going to be on more corner threes, right? If he could work himself, because I think he struggled last year being like a secondary scorer. Because people thought like Knox didn't have open shots. He had a lot of open shots last year, where he would flare out on one side. You saw action on say the left wing, like mess up and kick it out to Knox, and he missed a lot of open threes. So if Knox can, because remember at Kentucky he was basically the two guard, like he was played as like a two guard, off guard, primary man on offense, right?
That's why I got intrigued a little bit by him. Carry on.
He has that ice in his vein where he could come in and hit a shot cold, man.
Right.
Like when you're gonna get corner threes, Thibodeau
he's building a house. There's Knox, just open shot after open shot. He can't hit nothing.
He doesn't even try to go open. That's what pisses me off.
Get him out of here.
Like he has such a Imagine he just played the game like how Landry Fields played, just cutting. Like he would have like that.
Landry Fields was number 9 in rookie of the year vote or number 4?
Yeah, like he was 6, but like
number 2. Here's the thing though. Sometimes the conversation is like fluff conversation. Like legit, what does Kevin Knox averaging 15 points a game do for the Knicks? What we should really be asking is
he's never gonna average that shit.
Knicks winning
If he can't start for the Knicks, who's he starting for?
I mean,
Yo, but
Telling tomorrow, send them
close to 40%
Houston.
shooting. That's efficient. That's great. That will help the Knicks. That gives you better spacing. You have a dependable.
Yes, correct. That's correct.
Yeah, but that's a huge if. That's like when
season. Now, if you get 15 off of 30%, that's terrible, right? But if he gave you 15 off of 38% shooting from 3,
yes,
and you're taking more corner threes, now you have the offense going to open up. People can't collapse on which. If you don't get a proper point guard, God forbid we go in with DSJ or Frank, but you can't have guys collapse on those guys as easily if they can kick it out to Knox. So that is definitely as much as people. Hey, Sim came on here yesterday talking about how much Obi Toppin's going to help out with spacing. Knox would do the same thing if he can hit threes. If I'm saying if
right. And the other thing Knox can do to help winning basketball is instead of being 8 feet away from the person with the ball, how about get 12 to 15 feet away? How about get 15 to 17 feet away? That way, one defender can't guard 2 people. That kills spacing also.
How about post up a smaller defender? But Knox can't even do that.
Kevin Knox legit has a low basketball IQ on offense and defense. And just by doing stuff that makes sense, like not crowding the ball handler, gives you more spacing on the floor. You know what I mean? It's small stuff like that Knox has to do in order to be better. It's just not about Knox getting 15 points a game.
Is Gordon Hayward worth it?
Knox on that Call of Duty mobile now.
So what about this though? Because I think that those skills that doesn't necessarily. I don't think those will come with coaching, right? That's you working in the off season with an Olajuwon or whoever spending your money versus being on Fortnite, working on your post game, which you don't have, working on your footwork, which you are terrible at, right? Because a coach is going to do this in midseason. They're not going to sit there and teach you how to do certain technical skills. They're going to get you better spacing. They're going to probably tell you certain things. I mean, obviously they have coaches that help you do that stuff, but a lot of that development is going to come in the off season where you work on your personal individual skills that they don't think you have, right? Hey, I'm coming into camp with a post-up game. I'm coming into camp with so-and-so, whatever the hell it is. That's up to Knox to develop. If Knox comes in here next year, he's not using his size.
Right.
Bro, Knox he's not explosive where he can beat his man off the dribble like that.
Here's my question. When do you cut bait with Knox? Do you cut bait now or do you wait trade deadline for him?
Oh, as soon as possible, yo. Before he makes his value go down even more.
What do you say, Guillermo? I want to hear your opinion too. I want to hear everybody's opinion.
I agree with Oots. Actually, Oots and Joe is like a mixture where it's like, look, if I could get if all these picks are trying to gather up, if I get a top line player and he's the sweetener, I'm throwing him in there. If it means that I'm featuring this guy to trade off to by the trade deadline, where I can sweeten him up and make him look good to some contender, I'll do that. But as soon as if Knox shows me that damn this dude really can't get it basketball wise this year, like if his stats go down even more this year, that's giving me more inclination because this you can't you can't keep.
Look what happened. Look what happened with Frank. We can't trade him.
But
or DSJ.
Guillermo, what do you think we're up to? Because we're up to something. We have six picks now in 2023, and they're not going to take 6 picks.
There's going to be a trade. Remember, this organization said that they don't mind taking on bad contracts, right? Or the rumor. that
that
is out
was
there.
a deal they got for a guy on $5 million to get 2 second-round picks. Like that was a
That was
steal
a
for
steal.
us. And we
That
gave
was
up
a
nothing.
steal. Why would the Jet? Well, that was a steal.
They want to re-sign Jordan
Mitch.
Clarkson.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson. But
Right. So remember, they said they'll
take
take the frontal star. And if De'Aaron Fox is complaining, I'm saying that Kings team, if they trade Buddy Hill, they may be like, damn, we got to rebuild. Because again, they got a new GM, they got a mercurial owner, and a guy who wanted to like cherry pick or play 4 and 5, or the hell that effing crap is. So he might be like, F it, let's just rebuild. We're not winning anyway. De'Aaron Fox is probably going to complain. You know? Hey, man.
I see too. Spider Mitchell wants out too. He's getting close to wanting out of Utah.
I don't think you're gonna let him go though. If they get him more talent, remember he didn't play with Bogdan or Boyan. Bogdan?
Yeah, Boyan.
Oh, Boyan.
Whichever one. Whatever. Boyan base. Whatever. He didn't play. He didn't play with that guy last year. So if they get deeper this year, I mean, obviously he probably wants to leave anyway. But I see it more so with De'Aaron Fox. They're just not winning, right? So they might be like, look, just give us. They might ask for less. Versus you try to go after a Booker. You got to give up your heart and your soul left and right.
I think they're going to go into rebuild mode because the way it's looking, they don't want to pay Rudy Gobert, and they just drafted a guy.
No, they're going to pay Rudy Gobert. Are you crazy?
Nah, they're talking about they don't want to pay him. They have new ownership.
Who cares? Are you kidding me?
New ownership.
He's a defensive player of the year. Yeah, they're just going to let him walk?
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah, but no, he wants a max.
Steve Mills isn't running their freaking team.
Yeah, but for defensive player of the year, you're not going to give him 35, 40 million. Because that's what he's looking at.
They're the Utah Jazz. They might. They have nothing else.
They're not going to give it to Gobert. He's not offensively talented enough. On the defensive end, yeah, but for the
but he's
crazy.
He's still a top tier who'll give you a double-double. Like his offense isn't great. He can't create like that, but a guy who can at least finish at the rim, and he's still a top. Like he's probably the best defensive big man in the game. Maybe whatever you want to say.
Would you, if you had the best defensive, putting up maybe 15 and 12 or whatever, would you be paying him anywhere between 35 and 40 million? Because that's what his max is.
No, he's not.
I think it's 37 the first year, and then it just goes up. So they don't want to pay him because once they pay him and they pay Mitchell, they're done. They're out of money.
No, it's not. That's 35 and 35. That's 70.
They have other contracts locked up.
Yeah, but talking about for the Knicks, even if they let Gobert go, they're not going to let Mitch go.
Yeah,
like Mitch is not going anywhere. You talk about Utah, can't get premier free agent. Utah can't get premier free agent. They have to build through the draft. They're not letting a star player go. Who, if it wasn't for freaking Jamal Murray looking like I said, young Vegeta, Donovan Mitchell probably would have, not saying he would have got deeper in the playoffs, but he probably would have looked as an individual player even more like a star. The guy dropped 51 against Jamal Murray's 52. Like Jazz, they can't. Who wants to live in Utah?
If they don't stop,
nobody.
Nobody. Yeah.
Huh?
They're taking care of their own, yo. Who's his replacement?
They just drafted a guy.
Who did the Utah Jazz draft?
Yeah, he was supposed to. I think the big guy out of Kansas.
Oh,
Udoka Azubuike? No.
No,
stop it. Unless they took James Wiseman, that's their future center. But that's I'm not saying
Rudy Gobert. And when they don't sign him,
before we smash Rudy Gobert and Udoka as
I'm just telling you.
No, listen, hear me out.
How's that a fact? It didn't even happen yet.
Okay, hear me out though. Y'all already had your point, but check this out. So Rudy Gobert was drafted 27 by the Utah Jazz, and he was groomed by Quinn Snyder. They just drafted the guy around the same place in the first round. Y'all think it's out of the realm of possibility from a man to groom another guy with the same skills to be?
They don't have the same skills.
And let Rudy
they don't have the same skills.
Blockers, defensive players.
They don't have the same skills. They don't have the same skills.
Man,
watch. Pull up the Azubuike.
No, I watched Azubuike play in 3 or 4 games this year, which is not a lot. But I'm not saying he's a total.
Does he look like Rudy Gobert?
I'm saying as the team's presence down low is dominant. Like he legit is more physical than a lot of the centers that he plays against. Now, hey, y'all may disagree, But I'm telling you, this
I
kid.
know.
Yeah. Yo, watch out, RJ. Emmanuel quickly is coming for your job. Come
man.
on. Like that's exactly what you guys are basically
Is that a hot
saying.
take for Art? Manny Q is coming for RJ's job. Is that what
Oh,
you just
what?
said?
Watch out.
35 million. RJ's not up
So,
for
yeah, so-
watch out.
Rudy Gobert.
But what I'm saying is this. My man took a guy, a center that was a multiple play, and turned him into the
same
defensive
spot,
player.
27.
Watch out,
And he
Luca.
takes another guy
Tyrell
that's
Terry's
multiple
coming.
play,
Watch out,
and he
Luca.
turned him into something.
It's
Okay.
not the same
All right.
thing.
So basically, what you say?
Rick Carlisle turned
35
freaking.
million.
You guys are
Okay,
crazy.
when you're drafted, you're a first product. That's just what Art is
You're
saying.
not looking for your
What
replacement
happened,
center at 27 or whatever,
It's been
wherever he
all-
was picked.
It's been on ESPN saying that Jazz don't want to pay him. They're struggling to pay him because
Send the link.
Why
Send the
is there
link.
trade rumors for Rudy Gobert then?
That's why they traded Ed.
That's why they traded Ed Davis. Why are they making moves? Why are they making moves?
$5 million.
quick?
Yeah, that saved them a lot of money to pay Rudy Gobert. Up for 35, between 35.
It said they want to extend Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. It doesn't say they
That's
don't
what
want to
the
pay
article
him.
They're not paying him. Guaranteed. Watch.
Oh God.
And to be totally honest, I really don't care. It's like a big up to
What I'm
Rudy.
saying is
I'm happy for him. I
if they
mean,
don't sign Rudy Gobert, then Mitchell's going to want out.
Ozzie
that's
Boogie got a
sign- if you
7'7"
don't sign him, That's a
wingspan.
sign of a rebuild.
I feel you.
So that's all I'm saying is his max contract's crazy and they don't want to pay him. And rightly so. If it was the Knicks, I wouldn't want to pay him either.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter about Gobert. They're not letting Donovan Mitchell go. That was a guy that was about for a trade. He ain't going nowhere. So
He ain't
we're
going
gonna-
nowhere. And then plus the Utah Jazz develops players. That's my whole point.
Yeah, they don't really trade a lot of players.
They scout. They have scouting expertise, and they develop players. So they just drafted a center this year. It's not like this dude is gonna stay on the same plane. He's not gonna be just an excellent college player. You have to think that the Utah Jazz are smart enough to draft a guy that they feel like they can mold into.
It's not like all
legit-
the draft picks are hits though. Like
Look
look at NS Cantor. What was he doing?
Also,
he's
just
still in the league, Art.
NS Cantor was the third overall. Is he worth a third overall pick?
No.
Dante
He's still in the
Exum. Well, how good is Dante Exum?
How
Oh,
good
he's
is
still in the
Anthony
league.
Early?
That's not
How
How good is Clay Anthony Early? Since you want to bring up draft picks, how good is Clay Anthony Early?
Oh yeah,
He's terrible. He got shot.
Josh Harrelson. I know you love Josh Harrelson, right?
No, I hate like almost
Jeremy
every
Grant?
Knicks
I mean,
pick
I'm
for the
sorry.
last couple of
Not
years.
Jeremy Grant. What's the kid? The Knicks
Jerry
draft?
and Grant.
Jerry and Grant. Where's Jerry and
That
Grant?
was a terrible
Right,
pick.
but you mentioned the Utah
Sure.
Jazz,
Sure.
and the Utah Jazz players are still in the league. Then
Who
the
cares
cats
if
and
they're
Knicks
still in the league?
draft
Are they good or they're not? Are they good or they're not? Just
No,
because
look
you're in
at
the
that.
league, that
Jordan
doesn't mean
Hill.
you're good.
Steph Curry, they got Jordan Hill.
Yeah, what's Jordan Hill?
Shot right.
How long? Fine. Oh, Kwame Brown was a 10-year vet. He was a good pick, right? Because he was still in the league. Come on.
Oh, Kwame did 10 years.
It depends on where you go because he was a contributor with the Lakers. But
No, he wasn't. He was a contributor.
It's not
Contributor to what?
Conversation.
Contributor to what? Contributor to what? For them to draft Andrew Bynum?
What?
You said that Kwame Brown was a contributor for the Lakers. He wasn't.
Right. He was.
No, he wasn't. Oh yeah. As a piece to get Pau Gasol. Yeah, that was it.
Hey,
just
that's something, man.
So the Knicks drafted Lauren Woods.
Kwame Brown sucked, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how he came up.
How you gonna tell me somebody's a good draft pick just because they're still in the league?
Joe, just in case, Joe, the Utah Jazz traded, they not just Ed Davis, but they also traded Tony Bradley, another center from. I don't know. So I don't know if Rudy Gobert is getting traded. I'm having doubts now.
I'm not
Jazz
saying
is
he's
loyal
getting
to
traded.
they draft picks.
Sign him.
If anything, they're just gonna let him sign somewhere else. They're not gonna just.
Going after him.
They're not gonna trade him.
Well, if he says
Let's pivot though. Who should? I mean, out of all the free agents that's coming up, who do you see the Knicks actually selecting?
There's not too much coming up.
Say it again, Terry.
They're going to make an offer for Ingram, definitely.
Ingram's not going. I don't even know. I don't know
Ingram's
why
not leaving New Orleans.
Yeah.
Let's go for Luka. Let's go for Luka, guys.
Or like Ralph said, let's go for Kyrie.
Yeah, let's go for let's go for LeBron, guys. We got this.
I don't want LeBron.
No, but Teddy, you're the one who told me that Frank is a better defender than Ben Simmons and Russell Westbrook.
Man,
And
let's
he's
not
the
talk
best
about Frank, man. I swear to God, let's pivot from Frank.
No.
Why does Frank always have to come
I
up?
know he always comes up somehow. Some way.
I said let's go for Kyrie. I mean, the Knicks would consider if the Nets with the Harden situation that I believe Kyrie might get traded.
Kyrie is the orchestrator of this whole thing even coming together.
Have those three together.
I don't know. You never know. But anyway, Teddy caught me slipping.
Like I was saying though, if out of all the free agents, I'm looking. You know, we hear the rumors.
Right.
I like Beasley. Don't get me wrong. It just, you know, does he have a serious problem? Because if you hear the story, is he just a natural?
Teddy, I want to get to you. My whole thing is.
Raphael, listen. Hey, Canal Ben Layed has a point. So it's to the point now where y'all are cutting each other off and not really even putting down like a good point. You know what I'm saying? Hey, let somebody finish their statement. Please try not to be like long-winded with your point, and allow them to talk, and then jump in afterwards. But we gotta be more respectful for the listeners. Y'all gotta remember, it's listeners out here that's on, you know, coming in for the show. So make sure y'all points are on point, and then contrite, and then you know what I'm saying, and then allow somebody else, because we keep cutting off Art and Joe. And we're not letting them finish their point. But anyway, I'll be in the chat.
All right. Teddy, what was your point, Teddy?
With the whole Beasley situation, he is I feel like he's a low risk because we can get him at a formal, you know, with everything that's going on with him. If he can get it together, I just think he may be a natural fuck up. You know, like just one of them guys that just when you hear the story, it's so. I wonder if he was drunk that night. I wonder like what actually was happening that night. You know what I mean? And then the child endangerment to go with it. And New York don't play about their guns. It's almost like, do you take him? You know, with he has where he's young. Maybe he did a young and dumb move. You know, we gave him a second chance here and. Tibbs, you know, gets them together. You know, he's in a great organization, great foundation, and we're not going to play any of that. We'll trade him quickly. We'll let him know early. And I mean, would y'all go that route, or
I go Beasley? If I go Beasley, I sign Van Vliet. That way you go back.
Why do you guys want a shooting guard when we have RJ? I could understand a backup shooting guard.
You're gonna.
Well, you could move RJ to the small forward.
I just wanted the three.
Yeah. I mean, but the Knicks are also in the middle of small forward rumors too. That's my whole thing too.
Who would you rather have, Gordon Hayward or Russell Westbrook? Or
here's my thing. I feel like RJ is so attached to that shooting guard position. I don't see him wanting to give that position up.
He's not. He's moving to the three. His natural position.
He played the three in college.
The three in college.
It was him, Cam Reddish, and Zion, right?
Yeah, Cam Reddish played the two.
RJ played the three.
Oh, Cam played the two.
I got something better though. I think Gordon Hayward's done. I think that deal's done for him to come here because we would have got Vassell for sure, and there's a reason why we didn't get no three for real. I think that Gordon Hayward thing was already floating, and he made his decision.
Yeah, I think he's going there or Atlanta.
One at a time, guys. One at a time.
Bogdanovich is now available. He pulled out of that deal with the Bucks. So you can go Bogdanovich, you can go Beasley. I think Van Vliet's going to be the deal. I think the Knicks are going to throw, because they have to spend the money somehow. So I think they're going to throw like 23, 24 at him.
That's such bad money.
Yeah.
Well, what's right? What's right about Beasley?
Beasley's up and coming, man. I think he may be an all-star next year.
The thing about Beasley is like he's never had like this kind of like thing happen. You know, it might have just been.
I think it's just him being in Minnesota just makes you go
like. Like he's never been in trouble. Like this is like his first thing. Like
no, he never got in trouble. It was in Denver.
I will. Yeah, but Denver. I will say this. My boy, he lived in Indiana, and he literally said the only thing that was out there were the Pacers. Like there is nothing to do. Nothing.
I live right by the Pacers, so that's true. Ain't nothing out there.
But the thing about it is, you have to have discipline, and you have to have the presence of mind to be like, look, my contract is coming up. I can't be doing dumb-ish if I want to get a decent deal. Like I can't be stupid out here. You know what I mean? So that's also a sign of immaturity. You know what I mean? So I think the Hayward thing is probably done, like you guys said. Because I really don't
see Hayward going to make an offer. I think because there's mention about him wanting to go home because he's from Indiana.
Yeah, but the Pacers don't have cap space
unless they get rid of Victor.
Yeah.
But that would be like a salary dump move, no?
Right. And I think we have to be careful too about the sources because sometimes the sources will be, do the point A to point B and forget about that people's lives are more complicated than point A to point B. You know what I'm saying? Just because he grew up in Indiana doesn't mean that this is home now. Like I grew up in Jersey City, but my home is in South Carolina. You know what I'm saying?
No, he said it. He said it himself.
Hold on.
If you don't feel like you heard it from Gordon Hayward or a reliable source close to him, then you just can't trust it. Which I'm not saying it's not true. What I'm saying is we have to look at things more discernibly. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that it's not just one of those deals where somebody is looking to push up their profile by stating something that may seem like it's obvious when it's not.
And that's the truth. That's not but fact.
I think it's true though because that's where his wife and his kids are in Indiana.
I don't know.
It just lets me know he's not going to the West Coast. He's staying east. And
he's gonna stay east.
I think he's going to Atlanta.
It's a good trip from Indiana, isn't it?
I could see him going to Indy. I could see that Atlanta. It would be a good fit for him actually in Atlanta.
Atlanta, yeah, I forgot they're looking into him. There was talks of them trying to trade for DeMar DeRozan, but I think that they pulled out of that.
The turn rate 30 something million. Well, you got something guaranteed.
Yeah, so I think they can get Gordon Hayward cheaper. Gordon Hayward's probably going to want about 20, 25.
Mm-hmm. He probably got like a 2-year, $50 million guaranteed, probably somewhere.
I'd rather give that money to Van Vliet. You need a point guard. He's younger. He's not injury prone.
He's not a lead guard.
He's not a leader, dude.
Yeah, but what
I don't want to overpay for something.
So many leg injuries. You want to give him 20, 25 million.
He's not. I don't think he's gonna get that.
How much would you pay Van Fleet, honestly?
20. He wants money.
Anywhere between 18, 20.
Dude, he wants money. He's not going to take.
He said on our podcast,
a non-contender or from a non-playoff team. Like he might concede for a play if he get on to a playoff team, but the Knicks, he's going to make the Knicks pay. Ain't no cheap team. Nothing. It's 20 and up. Like
but that's why I said 20. Hard, man. Yeah, if I wouldn't mind him giving Van Vliet 20.
I think he's in the same tier of free agent class like Randall was last year. I don't think he's going to help that much.
So 16? Would you give him 16?
I would give him 16. No. I'm not going over that.
He's going to want years too, though. He's not going to take over.
Yeah, like that. That's not going to get him to come.
Van Vliet is legit going to be asking 3 years, $25 million.
Yeah,
and the reason the reason why is because he's the top option on the free agent market. You know, so he's the top dog in a down year. He didn't make this market; the market made itself, and he's a benefactor of a down market. You know, if Westbrook, Kyrie, and everybody had been in this market, Fred VanVleet wouldn't be asking for 3 years, 25. You know what I'm saying? But since he's the king of this market, he's going to be asking that. Especially from a team like the Knicks, he knows when he goes, he's going to have to deal with a whole bunch of stuff that comes with being a Knicks guard and the Knicks are down, not close to the playoffs. He'll be considered the savior. The scrutiny every night is going to be crazy. So he's going to be looking for 3 years, $25 million from the Knicks. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the Knicks could do is give him
Toronto
25
give him
and
that?
go down.
No, Toronto will probably give him like 5 years, 20 mil, like 5 years, 100 mil overall. But he doesn't have to move anything, and he knows his role.
Freezy, I got a question. Freezy, I got a question. What do you feel about Chris Dunn?
Anyway, they're not playing up in Toronto. They got to move. They're playing. I don't know. I think they're playing. They said Louisville or something.
Joe, what do you feel about Chris Dunn, Joe?
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay.
That's Chris Dunn's like
He's
Frank.
from Chicago. No, I'm good.
Yeah, that's a Chicago guy.
He's the same type of player as Frank.
He's better than Frank.
I think he's better than Frank.
Yeah, but not by much.
I want to see what I want to see if we go for Bogdanovich or
You're gonna have to pay. What do you pay Bogdanovich?
And Beasley are their main
Here's my question for you, Joe. Can the Knicks afford a Gordon Hayward and the Fred VanVleet, or is it better just to go like Chris Dunn and Gordon Hayward?
I don't think so.
They have 38 million, but then if you move Randall, that's another 18.
Where would you rather go cheap? Would you rather go cheap on the point guard or go cheap on the small forward?
Small forward.
I go cheap on the small forward. You need a lead guard, especially with Obi there. You're going to need a decent guard that can pass. I think, to be honest, Lonzo Ball is the best bet.
Actually, yeah.
Give up a Dallas pick and Knox or somebody, I do that. Because he can pass, his shooting's getting better, and he's the basketball IQ. But I don't
know. He fades away in games, though. Like, he doesn't bring it every time.
Yeah, but he's better than the garbage we have now.
I don't think that should be the bar that we're striving for. I think we should strive for better.
I think he would be perfect for this system, like grabbing rebounds and just up tempo.
Mm-hmm.
Because then who do you want to pay for?
I'd rather get Russell Westbrook. That's my guy.
To be honest, I think that's going down.
Are you trolling?
I don't know if
I'm not trolling.
The deal, they would have done it already.
No,
but
I can't disagree.
Yeah, I was going to say, are you trolling Legion of Knicks podcast right now by saying go get Russell Westbrook, or are you just picking him just to see if he can win?
I'm not a Westbrook fan, but I'm not uber against getting Westbrook if we don't have to give up a lot to get him. We have the dearth at the point guard position, right? And again, if we get him for something very cheap, okay, he's here. Like, I'm not gonna say he doesn't produce. He produces the way I like it, where I would give this guy a max contract. No, but for a long number of years. But yeah, you could get him. Look, we've been so terrible at getting point guards. Like, it's like, all right, you gotta kind of get him, especially if you're gonna get a Gordon Hayward. It just.
And to be honest, with Westbrook, it's not that bad because it's 3 years, and Westbrook's going to give production for at least more than 2 of them.
Yeah.
And then you're thinking, is his downhill? They're saying he had a down year at 27 points, and I'm like, Jesus Christ! I'm like, that's a great downhill.
How was last year down here when he had a better year than
people were saying, Westbrook is going down.
See, here's the only thing though. Well, I guess if you have a guy like Hayward, maybe that elevates his play. But again, hopefully the mental prime of Westbrook is starting to meet up, because if he had that meeting with Harden where he's saying, yo, man, hey, look, we all messed up. And then Harden was the one else being like a little biatch. But Westbrook was the one like, yo, man, I messed up in the game. Maybe that's a start. I'm not saying he's going to turn to the guy I wish he always turned to. But, if he played with Hayward, maybe that benefit.
Isn't that crazy, though? He was the second option. He did 27, 7, and 7.
To be fair, if we hold on, be a dunk contest in the Garden, you have him, Mitch, and Nobi.
But Art, that's the whole
fucking highlight reel.
Westbrook was probably never supposed to be the number one guy. Maybe he was supposed to be the number 2, could slowly come along. And I think that the mismanagement with OKC, where they kind of put him as that number 1 guy, and Durant left.
Yeah, 3 years. He had what, 3 or 4 years without Durant.
So
the thing is, they couldn't get anybody.
If you get a Hayward, they had people come through. I mean, Sabonis, Oladipo, that's talent. I don't hear that.
Not at the time, though.
Come on, dude. What, next year
was a rookie. Sabonis was a rookie, though. when they got.
And the next year they went to the Pacers and did what?
He didn't do much. He only started doing stuff like this year.
Who?
Sabonis.
No, he started probably doing stuff last year.
No, 2 years ago. Sabonis was dominant for the last 2 years.
Let's look this up. Oh no, he didn't.
I know he didn't do that much better.
Since the okay, so his first year, okay. What do you got? Yo, come on. I mean, y'all bugging.
The minute he got traded to
Indiana. First year, OKC had 5.9 points, 39% from the field, 32.1% from the three, or for 2 attempts. Second year, he went to Indiana. Yeah. 11.6 points, 51% from the field.
Yeah.
5% from 35% from three. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not even mention that. Next year, 14.1 points over 59% shooting. The year after that, 18.5 points off of 54% shooting. So he was
he was gonna get better no matter what. He was coming in as a rookie.
Yeah.
Like you're like acting like, oh,
I'm gonna get better. I'm trying to win a point, right? I'm just saying that Westbrook has played with some guys, man. But okay, even take it out of that. His style of play was just not conducive to making guys around him better, right? And maybe he was just never that. He played with it hard, and if he plays with a Gordon Hayward, you would probably want outside of the playoffs where he kind of looks. You would probably want that regular season Russell Westbrook playing for the Knicks. Let's be honest. If he had a Gordon Hayward, and Hayward could make him play like how Harden did. And Hayward is a less selfish player than Harden. So, you might have better conducive backcourt.
You guys like Jeremy Grant, right?
Jeremy Grant, yeah.
I guess he got better.
We got Obi already. We don't need.
No. But like, guess who he played with and got better with?
OKC. George.
OKC.
What was his stats? Look at you're not slick. You looked up as a bum. He looked up
you can't use the same point on every stream. You can't. I mean, we give you credit for that point. Like 5 streams in a row.
Wasn't here for that. That's why I was asking.
And you like, yo, I'm gonna pat myself in the back right here. Yo, you remember who Jeremy Grant got good with?
No. He's trying to win a
5.4 points per game, 8.4, and then 13.6, and then he got traded to Denver.
We giving you the credit, but just not every stream. You can give you
one guy out of how many?
There's more.
I'm pretty sure Andre Robertson hit a 3 back in college, and then he came to OKC, and that dude can't shoot for shit. But look, stop it, man. You're trying to win the argument. Look, there's no other players you can look up and find that did better with Westbrook, and then they went off and sucked.
Paul George needs.
Who put what's the name in the same sentence as Kawhi? No one mentioned Kawhi. What the hell?
What?
Oh my! I was reading Woodshed. Maybe Woodshed somebody in the chat, but like you said, we comparing somebody to Kawhi. I don't know.
Who?
It must be something.
My bad, y'all. My bad.
Yeah, that's.
Yo, so what do we do?
Yeah, and Westbrook does fit that kind of Derrick Rosie prototype. So
I feel like we need a shooting point guard. And you think they're gonna make Quickly the point guard?
Hell no.
Quickly's a
shooting guard off the bench. He's gonna be an undersized shooting guard off the bench.
I'd be surprised he plays this year.
They'll play him this year off the bench.
And keep it a buck. Quickly is probably more of a small forward in a shooting guard's body. He done bring the requisite combo guard skills to the table. The dude is legit good on defense and a great shooter, but he's not. Ball handling is not his bag. So if anybody thought 6'3" means combo guard, it doesn't mean combo guard in this case. Think more of a dollar store Eric Gordon. Like if Eric Gordon was legit 6'7", he'd be a small forward. You know what I mean?
I'd be surprised.
I like Quickly. Like he's quick off screens and he can shoot the lights out and he create his own shot. But just got to see. He'd be coming off the bench first anyway.
If we don't get a point guard this free agency, would y'all be upset?
Hell
Frank Frank could be starting. I don't want that. Frank or DSJ.
Dennis Smith Jr. or Frank?
Where do we
go?
Yeah,
Jay could come to his long. You never know.
Off the table. Where do we go? Rondo.
Who's Gordon Hayward's agent?
Gordon Hayward's?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I think he's with Excel. I think he's with Excel.
If I see CAA, he coming here.
Yeah.
Hey, CAA like owns everything.
Yeah, it's CAA versus Rich Paul. Hold up. Is
Even that, Rich Paul is like the baby of CAA.
Is any Kentucky players on the free agent?
Like Michael Gilchrist.
We gotta start looking at this.
Oh my god! I don't know how I could do that. How do I?
There was rumors about the Knicks interested in him. I don't know. They get him for cheap off the bench, at the bottom of the bench, I guess. If it like you fill up a roster spot or something, but not to come in and play.
How would y'all feel about Rodney Hood?
Hey, let me ask you this. The Rodney Hood thing is intriguing. Let me ask you this though: how do you guys feel about Miles Powell? He was the Big East player of the year this year, and we signed him as an undrafted free agent. So we legit have the SEC Player of the Year and Manny Q. We have Miles Powell, the Big East Player of the Year, and the National Player of the Year in Obi Toppin. So do you think that that's a trend? Do you think the Knicks front office was looking for guys that are considered the best at their position in these major conferences, or do you think that was mere coincidence?
I think they're looking for guys who, because he's 6'2", right? He's more of a scoring guard, not really a point guard. He could definitely slash the basket. He's not the quickest or fastest, but he does kiss it off the glass a lot. Like he has that type of skill where he kind of kiss it off from far. Really adept around the basket. Now this previous year, he did have a bad concussion, and he had also a foot injury. So if you look at his numbers, it kind of dipped. But he had like crazy high usage at like 35%. The year before that, it's probably better. I think he shot like 38% from three, maybe 50-some% from the field. The year before that was like 21 points. But he said like 30% usage. So he's gonna come off the bench and be like a scoring guard. But again, it's like you take high-level players who may be limited, and then you bring them to the Knicks to fill a certain niche, and they can maybe do that niche at a really high level. Like, because obviously that talent or that production he had, he's not gonna be the SEC player or whatever coming into. He's not gonna bring that type of dominance.
I think the Knicks are kind of looking for their own like Fred VanVleet. They'll probably throw him in the G League for a year and see what he can do. Maybe bring him up if he's positive. But they should have done that with Marcus Peters.
Lamar Peters, and they let him go.
Yeah, that guy sucks. That guy sucks, Lamar Peters.
I mean,
did you see him in the summer league?
Oh, he's balling out in the G League or in the.
I thought he was balling in the G League.
I thought he was balling.
Summer league.
Summer league. No, I ain't see that.
He was terrible in summer league. So I was just like, he can't play in the NBA if he's
4 points or some crazy shit like that.
Yeah, he was hitting 42% from three at like 11 attempts.
He's not even on the team anymore.
No,
hold up, guys. Hold up. Sorry to cut you guys off, man. There's 79 people watching, only 43 likes, man. Hit them likes, bro. Hit them likes, man. Come on, man. Support this, man.
Yo, how do you see that at the same time? You have it muted or something on another?
No, I have the YouTube.
Yeah, I have it muted.
103 people watching, only 50 likes, man. Come on, that's half likes. Come on, guys. Just hit the like, man.
Yo, Miles Powell used to freaking give my Johnnies hell, man.
Yo, and to Legion of Knicks podcast point, yo, this is not even about Uncle Freezy and Art getting their rocks off at night. This right here is about us growing a community. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all watching and y'all like this type of content, y'all need to make sure y'all smash that like button. And not smash it because it helps Teddy grow his stuff or Raphael grow his stuff, but it helps other Knicks fans that enjoy content just like y'all watching right now, help them find us easier. And so that we can not only provide a service to the 104 watching, but maybe the thousands of Knicks fans out there scrolling through YouTube right now that can't find anything. Maybe they already watched the Legion of Knicks podcast video already and just looking for more Knicks content. And if you by smashing that like button and subscribing, what you do is create a better stance in the YouTube algorithm where we can be found more easy. You know what I'm saying? And then plus by adding others, we add others to the conversation, which makes the conversation more robust. So hit that like button so the conversation to get better. And then what that does is it continues to snowball, and it winds up being a thing that you probably can't live without going down the road. Not live without that. That's a little strong, but it's something that you'll often look for and want to be a part of. I appreciate that, Legion. That was real smooth. Thank you, man.
Blue, man. Oh, that's easy, man. It's nothing.
So Miles Power is a point guard.
Oh yeah. He's a
Yeah.
beast too. He's a beast. He's just a scorer, straight up scorer.
Yeah.
And I got to put this out there, man. Out of the five, I was looking at the free agencies and who had too many point guards and stuff of that nature. When I keep looking at New Orleans, man, at all them five, who do you think we can actually get?
George Hill.
I don't want to. I don't want that.
The way he said George is like, damn, man. Come on, man. You could try to get Lonzo.
I mean, you gotta have a little more faith in us.
Ain't no George bum ass, man. Come on.
The worst of them. No, he went the worst.
I mean, I hear that he might be with Frank. I'm just saying.
Oh my god! Why would we go for Frank?
They do nothing. It wouldn't surprise you if Frank.
Let Frank go, man. Frank is done with the Knicks, man. He's gonna go to the Mavericks with him.
Isn't it crazy that like we just like let everyone go though?
Like, I don't know where I heard that.
Like we let every two-way player go, and we let Wooten and freaking Jared Harper go. That means like
Jared Harper's gone too.
Yeah,
they waived three.
We had no use for him.
Wow.
They were just two-way players though.
I think Jared Harper did give Kira Lewis
Jared Harper got
college. I believe it was freshman year, if I remember.
Yeah. I know Theo Pinson too got let go. I don't know why they signed him.
Yo, they must have had the worst training camp ever.
Yeah.
Like,
I think so.
That's a good point, man.
But you can re-sign those guys, all right? I mean, it's not.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, if no one signs them, if you need them, you can sign them. But
not to cut anybody off, but what Art said is very smart, and I think we're probably gonna gloss over it. Hey, before these dudes got cut, Leon Rose and Tom Thibodeau actually got to see these cats up close and personal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All of them are gone except Bullock. And Bullock didn't go. Bullock didn't go.
Oh, they kept Bullock.
And so to your point, the fact that DSJ and Frank are still here.
I think they're gonna try and they're trying to trade DSJ and Randall anyway.
Wait, let me finish though. The fact that Frank and DSJ are still here may be a sign that Thibodeau sees maybe a flash of potential in those guys. I don't know for sure, right? Before I say yay or nay, I want to hear y'all take on it.
Can I go first?
Hey, man.
They can't just waive them. They're under contract, so like.
Oh, great point. Trade them.
Yeah, like they would have to trade them.
Or Kevin Knox.
My belief is during the draft yesterday they tried to trade Randall and DSJ, but nobody wanted them.
No, they're waiting all for this free agency stuff when all the cap space and all that stuff.
We'll find out about a weekend what the direction of this team is, but
we'll find out at 6 p.m.
He does with DSJ, honestly.
We'll find out at 6 p.m.
This is gonna be
6 o'clock tomorrow. Gone. Knox, Frank, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have like my phone refreshing the whole time.
Right.
But you know what?
No, because like remember last year, guys, like all the deals were like happening before the free agency stuff.
Usually
Kevin Walker is going to the Celtics. I was like, they can't even sign yet. Like,
right. Well, my point was this. The fact that the new front office got to look at the old players up close and personal and didn't include them in those trade attempts. Like you guys are assuming that the trades that we made yesterday were mainly just draft pick essential trades. But instead of trading draft picks and swaps and stuff, we could have actually included players, but we didn't. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm not saying that these guys are more valuable after being seen up close and personal. What I'm saying is the front office may have been in a situation where they preferred to keep certain players and discard whatever other player after the draft. And to say that a player a player was waived. I forgot. A player was actually waived. I don't think it was Dot. I think it was because there's a difference between declining the team option and flat out waiving a guy. You know what I'm saying? And I think the Knicks waived some people today.
They waived every single amount guaranteed guy.
Yeah, they all had to give him $1 million. It was $1 million hit on it. I believe they probably tried trading them yesterday, but couldn't get rid of them. No one wants them.
No, like every single one of them are overpaid. They're overpaid. But
I just can't see that though because Ed Davis was legit traded with draft picks just to get shipped out of town.
Well, like he only makes $5 million, but like
right. But he only think about that. Think about what you just said. He only makes $5 million, and he was included in that trade with him were 2 second-round picks just for the Knicks to absorb them. So don't look at it from the Knicks side. Look at it from the Utah Jazz side. Like, hey, listen, I'll give y'all 2 second-round picks to take this $5 million.
And we give up nothing for that, right?
No, we didn't. We absorbed this contract. Is what I'm saying. But I want y'all to equate that to the players that we didn't trade that were on contracts that were worth a little bit more, like DSJ, Knox, and Frank. To me, it shows a sign that the front office is more in a wait and see mode with those 3 young players as opposed to pushing them into because so here's the thing. Frank Ntilikina and DSJ are on expiring contracts. So you can't tell me that $11 million on guys that have high upside is not appealing to a team, especially when it's dead money, when they're on expiring contracts.
Do you know what I could see coming too? I could see them trading Randall to Charlotte for Terry Rozier.
No, I think they're going after Christian Wood.
After they drafted LaMelo Ball, they're going to try and move Rozier. And I know they wanted to do that deal at the deadline last year.
But they have PJ Washington already.
Yeah, but they'll put Randall on the bench. They wanted him at the deadline last year, but never got it done.
We got new management now, though.
Yeah. No,
I don't even want Rozier near the Knicks. Like I don't think.
Hell no. Hell no. I knew Rozier was going to be so overrated when I remember Game 7 against the Cavs. He did have a few good games, but I remember
the scary Terry games.
He kept chucking and he threw the whole team off because he was just trying to go Michael Jordan. I'm like, dogs, you're literally throwing this series away, man. You guys are right there and you're throwing away with bad shooting and you don't have like the presence of mind to stop shooting. Like, come on, dogs, but
that was that series.
I don't want to clean up his mistakes, man. Terry Rozier is.
I remember that game. That's when Kyrie was there in the team too, right?
That was when Kyrie was hurt. He was hurt.
Kyrie was hurt. He was hurt, right? But he was in the team, right?
Yeah, Tatum was carrying them in the playoffs.
Yep.
They were saying that
he just kept chucking. Oh my gosh, man.
Oh yeah, it's over for him. I don't want him out. But during that summer league spring training that I think it was the summer when they brought the players back, they had Frank penned in as the starter.
Oh, who cares?
I'm just putting it out there.
Who cares? Who cares?
Just put it out there.
Teddy Flood think he's really trying to save Frank, man.
Hey.
Who else are they going to start? DSJ? Like,
DSJ is expendable.
I gotta give
all of them are expendable, man. We're a 21-win team.
Rozier did good in Charlotte, man. I gotta give him credit for that one. Him and Graham, those 2 guys. Devontae Graham. Those 2 guys, they did damage last year. That backcourt, that was a good backcourt. So
I think it was more Graham.
Rozier in Boston. I'm not crazy about him, but Terry
put
Rozier
up good numbers in Charlotte.
Yeah, he put up great numbers. I gotta give him credit. That offense.
LaMelo's taking over though.
LaMelo's gonna.
Oh man, LaMelo with that team. If he could utilize his passing and make PJ Washington, Graham. I think Rozier is gonna be. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do with Rozier, but then Graham too. What the fuck? Wait.
I think they might. What about you? Think they might move Bridges?
No.
That's their starting lineup.
I'm hearing LaMelo ball forward, guard forward. So I'm like, who's gonna be? So maybe LaMelo will be the 2, and Graham will be the 1, And
DeGrom will be the 2, Melo will
3.
be the 1.
They could go for. They have enough cap space to go after Christian Wood, and then they'll have PJ Washington, Bridges,
Center, yeah.
Graham, and then LaMelo Ball.
That's a good crew. That's a good crew.
They had a good draft. They got
They've been drafting good for a while.
Well, LaMelo dropped to them. They had to take him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they also picked up PJ Washington. That was a good pickup. PJ Washington had a good year last year too as a rookie.
Yeah.
PJ Washington was Kentucky too, right?
Yeah, he's good friends with Knox.
Yo, let me do something real quick. On my cheap mic, dude was killing me talking about my mic is cheap. Let me shout out Quiet Money and G and Drizzy. And what is good? I see you, Knicks for life. I see you, Joe Curry. Yo, Joe Curry in the building? Joe Curry is in the building. Joe Curry up late night. What's good?
Oh my God! Why do people think that we could get Kyra Lewis and Ingram?
It's silly. It's silly.
Like they play too much.
Let's be realistic, guys.
That's like, oh yeah, let's trade for James Wiseman. Like,
I think we could get Steph.
We can just give up Frank. Frank and DSJ will get it, right?
Oh, they need a shooting guard, so let's just give them RJ for Stephen Curry and James Wiseman.
We should be able to get Clay now. He injured.
I just love when I love Knicks fans, man, but I just love when we overrate players and like when we think like, oh man, yeah, we're gonna trade him at the deadline for this and that, and it's like they don't get traded, they get waived, and then like some picks them up like scraps.
I made that mistake the other day too. I kind of said that.
Man,
27th and DSJ for the Phoenix. I kind of.
Yeah, DSJ doesn't have
I'm
undersized guard who can't shoot and has back issues and is not a good point guard.
And people haven't seen him play since when? Like February? When was the last?
You don't think DSJ kind of remind Tibbs of like
Who?
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Who?
I had to stop myself.
Jock Vaughn? Who? Name me a generic.
I was gonna say poor man's Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
No. What the fuck?
He's a homeless man. Homeless man.
Did he just say a poor man's Rose?
Oh, Teddy.
Are you talking about a rich man that is now broke, or are you talking about somebody that does not know what wealth is? What are you talking about? I'm lost.
We we waking up everybody tonight.
DSA is so far away from D Rose.
Oh, Teddy!
Wow. Remember the Steve Francis that we got from Orlando?
Oh wow!
That is Dennis Smith Jr.
Wait, did we have Coutinho Mobley too when we had Steve Francis?
Yeah,
I think so.
No, I don't think we did. We traded for Coutinho Mobley for I think it was Jamal Crawford, or he was in one of the trades when we traded Crawford or Zach Randolph.
No,
but then he couldn't play.
Was he in the Richardson trade? Was Coutinho Mobley in the Richardson trade?
I forgot because I remember he had a heart problem and he couldn't play.
No, the Knicks said he had a heart problem, and so they wouldn't pay him, and he had to sue the Knicks, and I think it wasn't even resolved until like 10 years after, and Coutinho Mobley got paid, but he couldn't continue his career with us because team doctors wouldn't allow him to play.
Coutinho Mobley was nice, man.
In Houston,
wait, was a clip? Was it? Yeah. Was it Clippers?
We traded Zach Randolph and Marty Collins for Coutinho Mobley and Tim Thomas.
So that was the Clippers, right?
The Clippers. Yep.
Wait, Coutinho Mobley went to the playoffs one year with the Clippers, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm not
mistaken, but I know Coutinho Mobley did have a lawsuit with the Knicks doctors, team doctors. I can't remember.
That's probably expected. I'm pretty sure.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Like I'm surprised at the thing that happened with Tyrod Taylor, where they like punctured his lungs.
Oh my God!
That's a Knicksian type of thing to happen there.
Yeah. Hey, that helped my fantasy team.
Oh wow! Yeah,
because I stashed Justin Herbert. In the two quarterback league.
He's so good, man.
Who's the first player free agency the next time?
It's gonna be some freaking idiot like Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
I bet you. I bet because I'm looking at the Knicks roster right now, right? And so we have three.
I'm going in expecting the worst.
So we have 4 shooting guards, right?
Who's the 4 shooting guards?
Well, we have Frank, DSJ. Who are the other 2 shooting guards?
Shooting
Powell
guards.
and
No. Shooting guard is RJ
oh,
Barrett.
I'm sorry.
It's RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quigley, Reggie Bullock, and Miles Powell.
Miles Powell's a point guard.
Miles Powell's a point guard.
Miles Powell's a point guard. Okay, I did not know that.
He's a point guard.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so we did. Okay.
He's gonna be in the G League, and then RJ is moving to the 3.
Yeah, I'm like 1,000% sure he's gonna be in the G League for most of the year, unless they don't have a G League.
Yeah, I heard that. That may not be a G League.
Because baseball didn't even have minor leagues, so
nope.
Because like I was on a panel, like I was listening to a panel with
No, you're on a what the you big time now, yo?
No, I wasn't on it. I was listening. I joined it. Larry Kuhn and like Ryan McDonough and some other people, and they were talking about like they might have to extend the rosters because if like a couple players get COVID, like what are you gonna do?
Ooh.
So they might have to like
may come up from this.
Yeah, so like it might be like a 17-man roster instead of a 15-man roster.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that does make sense in a way because what you don't want to do is have like injuries like Klay Thompson happening all over the league because dudes are ramping up and all kinds of you know what I mean?
Yeah, and
that's sad, man. That is sad.
That was so sad.
That broke my heart.
Yeah, but he was an idiot for going out and starting doing these pickup games. You know, you're a season coming starting.
Yeah, but you also, I mean, he's coming back from injury. He probably wasn't even trying to play hard. He's probably
like when you're in those pickup games, you're not expecting to get hurt. Like they don't play to get hurt.
Yeah, he was just trying to get in the game shape.
When you see those guys play at that gym in New York, whatever, like they literally there's no defense. Like
they don't play defense on each other.
You might get like a fake swipe, like I'm getting, and then So, and he had to play sometime. I mean, it's not like he re-injured that knee. He just messed up his. But you know him; he smoked so much. He probably wasn't sleeping right or like laying down right.
Who's this? Who's this we talking about?
Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson. Oh,
yeah. Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre on that team is. You have an up and coming 3D player. Now, I don't think he's gonna be good from a 3 shooting like Klay Thompson, but a guy.
Yo, you know what I'm scared that. I think they might make him into the next Iggy.
Let game finish. Hold on.
No. Go ahead. I'm done.
No. I think they might make him to the next Iguodala.
Oh, good point. All the requisite skills are there. Like
all those skills are there. Yeah. He could hit threes better.
Even the mentality.
Yeah. But he'll be a starting Iguodala. Obviously.
No, I think they will start Wiggins, and he'll be the energy off the bench because he could do it.
Right.
Who? Kelly Oubre?
Yeah, Kelly Oubre.
Wiggins cannot. Is I guess 5 brothers are done because Wiggins cannot.
Wiggins is not a guy you bring off anybody's bench. Wiggins is legit a bona fide starter. Is he a star?
No. He's like a Harrison Barnes type.
Yeah. Harrison Barnes finished the leader.
Yeah.
If he ever like for instance, if you build a wing player, Andrew Wiggins is it. Does he have the heart to be that guy?
No.
That's the question.
What's crazy is though he averages like over 20 points a game, and there's no heart.
But if you put
it's such a waste
in that body, think about what you would have if you put RJ Barrett's heart.
I know exactly
in that body.
Absolute demonic beast.
He'd be the best player in the league.
Yeah.
He might be. Yeah. Andrew. Maybe LeBron. I got to give it LeBron. He saw something. He was like, "Nope, give me Kevin Love, man. I'll win something with Kevin Love."
Yeah, I know. Man,
he wants veterans, but still, Wiggins gets me so pissed. Like oh god.
Who Warriors trade first, Klay or Draymond?
Might be Draymond, right? No, that might be Draymond.
Maybe Draymond, but like I don't think they're even close to like ever.
Yeah, who would take that contract, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like one of those like I can't trade. Like Stephen Curry is never gonna get traded.
Yeah, he's like they have like blood ties to the team. Well, actually, Draymond doesn't because if Durant wanted to stay, they would have gotten rid of.
What kind of face is that after Westbrook? Is that what is that? Westbrook sad face?
So what kind of what?
You see the emojis behind Westbrook?
Thinking about it, face. I don't know what's the other one.
Get my boy Cole Anthony on the Knicks right now. Hey man, I had the Knicks get. I mean, I had Cole Anthony get it.
You're like breaking up.
Can you hear me? Hello.
I hear you.
Thinking.
You're like break.
Oh yeah, it might be. I think I'm lagging.
Yo, is anyone there?
Yeah, you're freezing.
I'm here.
No, I think Guillermo is lagging, right? It's not
you're
me.
lagging, Guillermo.
Yeah.
It's me.
Yeah.
Oh, I know why I'm lagging. All right. Hold up, guys.
Yeah, get off the Pornhub.
Right.
That's
I'll be right back.
Yeah,
get off the Pornhub.
I'm doing work right now. Open up my Bloomberg terminal so I can get something real quick. This guy.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's gonna be interesting.
Yep.
I can just see them overpaying Van Vliet.
Next video, I'll be done.
I think we're gonna overpay Gordon Hayward.
Yeah, if they see the thing now too is if you pay Gordon Hayward, you mightn't have the money to get Westbrook. No, you won't have the money to get Westbrook.
I don't think we're getting Westbrook.
It can still happen. That's why I think Randall's still here because there might be move him in that trade, him and DSJ, and maybe some of them picks that they got. Maybe one or two picks. That's crazy. They have 6 picks now in 2023.
Man, we stackpiling. I love this though.
Yeah, 13 picks in the next 3 years. So you have 2 second-rounders next year and 2 first-rounders. 3 years and 2 first-rounders.
So, are we close to a playoff roster? Oh hell no!
Not yet.
No, another year maybe.
We need a veteran point guard.
Point guard, yeah. And even at that, you'd have another year maybe to develop in chemistry.
Yeah, point guard and small forward.
But I do think Gordon Hayward's definitely coming. It's the rumors is too strong.
That's just such a Knicks move. Well, we had the rumors about Westbrook, and then they died down.
Because everybody was hating on that. Everybody was hating on CP3. Every point guard that could come to the Knicks. Everybody was hating on it.
Nah.
Yeah, you know why though? You know why that
they hate on everything.
No, because he has the worst contract in the NBA right now.
No, it's because of this weird culture. This weird cult. There's a weird cult following.
I like that, man. Sometimes this guy says the smartest things.
There's a weird cult that
they want Frank to start.
Yeah, these Frank lovers, man.
I'm telling you,
they're crazy.
You knocked it out the park right there.
I used to get cursed out by your boy French Sticks podcast.
Yeah, you were saying that yesterday.
Yeah. Oh my bad, I told you already. Yeah, that guy's legit psycho, man.
And don't be
is he still around?
I don't know. This dude was doing freaking streams in his bathroom, talking shit about.
Yeah, I remember it. He was like, "Yeah, I'm going to celebrate the French winning the bronze medal." I was like, nobody celebrates that shit. Nobody celebrates. It doesn't even exist anymore, I think. Yeah.
Literally just called it the freaking summer. Oh man, we gotta Frank is probably.
I'm gonna be honest. Sorry, I'm gonna be honest. If we get Gordon Hayward, I wouldn't be upset having Chris Dunn. I just feel like we could have RJ who can shoot, Gordon who can shoot, Mitchell Robinson who can dunk, and Kobe who can dunk and shoot the ball. At least you got options that people who can shoot in the roster. I mean, I don't have to depend on the point guard to score no more. I can just depend on. Listen, you can pass the ball to anybody now.
Yeah, but the thing about Dunn, I think he's better as a backup point guard. He's not a starter. Because your point guard needs to be a threat.
We're gonna end up with DJ Augustine.
Well,
Guaranteed. Tibbs guy. That or Frank.
I mean, I think you don't think having RJ as an OB as your number one scoring option, RJ as your number two,
no, RJ is your
number three, and Gordon Hayward as your number four scoring option is good enough.
No, I think no. You need to like pace the. You can't just force it. You can't just force the number one. Like Kristaps Porzingis was like the third option for like 3 years, and then he became the first option.
Right. You know what? You got a good point.
Like you can't just force it.
Force it, yeah, you're right. You can't force it.
Like Kawhi Leonard, he was like the fourth option on the Spurs, and then he became good. Jimmy Butler wasn't even it.
Yeah, and it's Obi's
even a go-to guy.
They both work their way up from defense, man.
They both monster contract. They probably are.
Potential. I was looking at potential. I'm sorry, I was looking at potential.
Yeah, and Nate Robinson, he told a story on Clinton Richardson's podcast, and I was like, yeah, I used to work out with Jimmy Butler, and like, I was like, yo, you could like legit average 20 points like this.
Look who's in the building. I can't believe I got 3 chats. Yo, Andy N is in the building. What's good, Black Andy? Take your ass to work.
And like,
yo, Quiet Money is the sniper tonight. Otherwise. Yo, I put a link in the chat.
Quiet Money is right about Hayward.
Podcast.
Hey, that's kind of funny.
Subscribe to Legion of Knicks podcast. We legit trying to get to 1,000 before the end of the year. We legit trying to get subscribe to Lawrence Tears. We legit trying to grow. You know, it's baby steps. We know we the jump off. We know we the side chick right now. You know what I'm saying? But we trying to be the side chick with potential. shout out to Andy N about to walk into work talking about Knicks at Night podcast.
Salute, Andy.
Man,
we're gonna get Carmelo and we're gonna get our Russ.
Ugh. I'm good on Carmelo, man.
We're gonna give Gordon Hayward a big contract.
It's already set. Perry drafted him.
The next thing to do.
Perry drafted who?
Let it good draft. Got some picks, and now they're gonna.
You mean Perrin, right? Perrin, not Perry.
Not Perrin. I meant Perrin. My bad.
Yeah. Same thing.
I don't know. They had a good draft.
Perry's going back to the Knicks. He's done.
Huh? Is he? Maybe we could give him Knox for De'Aaron Fox. Because you know he loves it. He loves his old bust. He gave us Azonia.
Oh, he did. I like that. Good point.
We were like, hey, you want Knox, man? You love this guy.
I laughed. Denny dropped to 9. He said this about Hazonia.
He was my doomsday scenario, aka Jordan Hill pick. If anybody but him.
So
Denny Advedija.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
If the Knicks took out,
everybody agrees that pick would have been a disaster.
No, he would have been a disaster for the Knicks. I still think that with Bradley Beal that he's in a good place. I'm telling you, Thomas Satoransky, he became popular when he was in Washington. That's what started, and now all of a sudden, when people say Thomas Satoransky, it's like, oh, that's a great player. Oh, he's a good player. It's not
Are you sure? Nobody says he's good.
He's getting $10 million from Chicago, and now,
yeah, look how bad that looks.
I don't think that's that bad.
Let's see, Tomas Satoransky.
Yeah, you would know.
9 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what Bogdanovich does.
Yeah, I was scared that the Warriors were gonna go for him.
And when he was in
Washington,
they got
Oubre, so
when he was in Washington, he had way better numbers.
Yeah,
the Warriors have this the trade exception from the Iguodala trade. It's like 17 million or something.
Amani, the great. There's a rumor that we want Beasley and Hayward.
Mm-hmm.
Malik Beasley. Okay.
Yeah.
Hayward where at the 3 and Beasley at the 2. So where's RJ going to go?
Yeah,
Trade
this
think
guy's
that-
asking why.
I think they
don't
make
want
Beasley a
Beasley?
number one.
Of course, I want Beasley.
That'll be
They-
so bad.
one?
I mean, what else are you gonna do? I mean, we're gonna put RJ at the 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
I guess we could.
probably going to.
No, I-
Point guard though.
Huh?
My dream scenario right now is Mitch, Obi, RJ, Beasley, and Westbrook.
Yeah, that's mine too.
Yo,
That's a lot of
is
money.
that who I think it is in the chance?
Nah, Beasley you get for
Is
cheap.
that who I think it
Beasley's
is?
gonna get no more than like
He's
15 or
just
12
not
million.
even-
Hey, hold on. Let me shout out our boy Julian Tran is in the chat. What's good? Hey, you think you're gonna sneak through here and put some comments in the chat and just get out of here? I see you, boy.
Salute to Julian, man. Salute, Julian.
Man, Hayward's gonna play like 20 games next year if we sign him. I don't want to get he's gonna get some career. That's a McDice move. If anyone's gonna freaking complain about Russell Westbrook, the one McDice move is gonna be Gordon Hayward.
That's what I'm scared about. Russ coming to the team. I think Russ gonna come to the team and get hurt, and we just gonna blame Tibbs right away. Like, see, everybody who plays with Tibbs, they get hurt.
You know who you blame? I don't know, for some reason, every time I hear that stupid Knicks on Friday night song, it just feels like dread because I've just seen some of the worst terrible losses
Since what was it, like 2008? I was like, yo, we can't even win a game on Friday night next.
I hate that song. They gotta get that. I'm like, oh,
Hey, yo, you ever see him on Twitter, Robert Randolph? That guy's crazy.
what do you mean?
He's always like, yo, the Knicks are getting this. The Knicks are getting this. A source told me.
he doesn't get. He probably just get mad money. He probably gets drunk and effed up.
Yeah,
like,
I'm almost guaranteeing he's like Dolan's like child or something. Like he has to be like
oh man,
Like Dolan had like sex with one of his workers, and that's like this child.
Look at this
Dolan
Amani
took care of his
degrade
friends,
me.
though.
When was the
Dolan
last time the
took care of his
Timberwolves
friends.
won?
What was that?
That's a great question.
This guy that commented about saying, "Oh, the Knicks, everyone has to be perfect to come to the Knicks," and then he said, "When was the last time we won?" Our
cares?
coach got them to their first playoffs. I don't know what he's talking
Why?
about.
Why do people? You know, I don't like what some fans is like. You can't have an opinion where you're assessing a player and you're not saying this player is going to go to hell. You may not even be saying the player may suck, right? And it's like, oh, you don't like
I
him.
want Beasley, but he's in jail or he's in trouble.
What's going on?
And if he came to the Knicks and effed up and started pulling out guns in Times Square, that dude that just made that comment, he's not going to be around to eat crow, bro. Like, you got to account. Beasley had a contract year. Why would you do anything stupid to F it up?
Right.
Think.
Ask Jason Pierre-Paul.
You said what?
I said ask Jason Pierre-Paul.
Oh, yeah. Jason Pierre-Paul has either 70 or 86 sacks, 80-some sacks in the NFL.
Yeah, he was gonna be gonna be the next great Giant, man.
Whoa.
On contract year too.
Yeah.
His hair made me throw up, though. Oh my gosh. Man. Oh. Gives you chill.
I couldn't see it. Thank goodness I didn't check. Oh,
No, it was gross.
Don't look at it. Don't.
Man, dog, I am legit thinking that the Knicks are gonna do a Julius Randle for Russell Westbrook deal that may include, say, a draft pick or two to make Houston swallow Randle's money. And I know y'all are gonna say, well, Randle's money. What about Westbrook's money? You know what I'm saying? So I think it's one of those deals where I think both teams are playing this weird game of chicken. You know what I'm saying? To see who blink first. But and I think we may have to blink first because we need to get our money readily available to sign other guys in free agency. Like if you guys want Malik Beasley, you have to pay for him. If you want Gordon Hayward, you have to pay for him. But
Of course, you're gonna have to pay for him.
with $39 million, if you do the Westbrook deal first, then that means all your money is gone and you can't go after those guys unless you do subsequent trades. But what you prefer to do is do the Randall deal for Westbrook first, and then that way you'll know the amount of money that you need to get rid of and in order to sign other free agents. So in
No,
a weird bizarro, let me finish, Joe. Joe, just let me finish.
Yeah.
So in a weird bizarro way, I think we may have to pony up to get the Westbrook deal done first, and then look at the other guys that y'all are looking to.
I agree.
We have 25 million in cap after the Westbrook deal. Once if Randall's included.
Is it? I can't do the math.
20 close to 25 million left in cap.
Never
If
got
you
a
trade
hit
for
with.
Westbrook and include Randall.
Yo, how many trades are we gonna make with the Utah Jazz, man? I think that's been like the only. No, because like there's like get away from Russ, get Conley and picks. I was like, I think they're done dealing with us.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel like Julius Randle's gonna get traded, man. Call me crazy, but I don't see it.
You're crazy.
They wouldn't have drafted Obi knowing if Randall did.
I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, exactly. You don't draft Obi and you still have Mitch.
Yeah, I just think that Julius is gonna play center.
You 2 years.
Then what are you gonna do with Mitch?
Mitch could start or back up because Mitch.
Randall is more expendable. He has literally a team option next year. Where it's just get rid of him. Like he's not a game changer.
He's definitely movable.
But Mitchell Robinson's not a shooter. He's more just a lob.
Yeah,
and
but
that's
is Randall
neither is Randall.
Yeah, and for a team that's going to need defense in their front court,
Randall could shoot. He could definitely score.
Wait, guys.
Define shooting.
You telling me he doesn't have a jump shot?
Like I said, define shooting.
He could score in the paint. He could score the mid range, and he could play center. He could play small ball.
You want to see Guillermo get pissed? A front court of Obi Toppin and Randall. That.
I will break it. I swear on my life. Do you want to see?
Well, you
guys remember the game? It wasn't the opening night. It was another home game the Celtics played us, right? Mitch Robinson got in foul trouble, and literally all Kemba Walker did, I forgot who was guarding him. I don't think it was Frank. All Kemba Walker did was beat his first man, and he kept literally driving into Julius Randle and did that. You know, like the move where you kind of like jump into somebody and kind of use their leverage to throw the ball up for the layup.
Yeah, he had double clutch.
Like 2 or 3 fouls on Randle, like in quick succession. I'm like, dude, Randle has to be outside of Cantor. Randle has to be the worst defender I've seen at big. Like he literally just doesn't get it. Like he is terrible. And they kept running. This is the opening night they kept running the pick and roll on Randle. I remember that night too. Randle is him and Obi. No, you keep Mitch again. Randle is expendable.
No, I'm not going to trade Mitch. I'm not going to trade Mitch or Randle. I think that Randle could just back up Mitchell Robinson.
Randle's not going to want to play back. He's going to be traded.
You're not going to pay
what if he does? What if he does? What if he does?
Randle's going to. Dude, Randle left the Pelicans like.
Doesn't he get paid 19 mil? You're gonna pay 19 mil for an off the bench power forward
who can defend?
Yeah,
Randle is selling his house as we speak.
I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't put it past him. I would not put it past him.
He's already in Houston. What are you guys talking about?
I'm gonna believe it. I believe it when I see it.
Hey man, he's from Texas.
Is he?
Yeah.
This might be actually
He does have like a Texas face. He has like a Texas head.
Man, I remember when he was in high school. He was man amongst boys.
Oh no, this is space. This is one like picture of him because I watched a stupid video and they're playing this dumb music in the background where it showed that thing where like Randall's holding the ball like in the game and then it just shows him just making mistakes. I think they played to the Titanic music. I can't remember what it was.
That's hilarious.
I was like, I hate this dude, man. Not I don't hate him. I just hate his game. Like it's just so.
Well, I can't disagree. I'm just thinking that I'm going from the thinking that with Tibbs and Kenny Payne and with I think that things are going to change because Obi needs to improve on his defense, and I think Obi's going to improve on the defense, but Julius Randle's going to. If Julius Randle wants to be in the league, I think he would improve his defense. That's the first thing he would. That's the only thing he needs.
To me, I don't know how do you go from getting Kevin Durant to fucking Julius Randle?
Steve Mills,
At
baby.
least an in between.
Was that a Mills pick or was that a Purdy pick?
Yo, we got
both of those idiots.
Yo, we got a good question by Ashant Ariel. Hypothetical: would you rather overpay Van Fleet or overpay Westbrook?
I mean, like
because they think Van Fleet can shoot and play defense. Westbrook is just one option: go to the rim.
I think Van Fleet will fit our offense better.
But Westbrook can defend better than Van Fleet. Van Fleet is not a.
He's a decent defender. Westbrook's not.
It's easy to be a decent defender when you have like all those guys around you.
Yeah, Pascal, OG, and who's this other guy?
Pascal, OG, Marcus Gasol is a good defender.
Ibaka was okay.
Lowry is a good defender.
Lowry is a great defender. Lowry is a great, and y'all keep forgetting about the crash test dummy, Chris Boucher. Every dunk against Toronto has a image of Chris Boucher in it trying to block it. I mean, he legit tries to block every dunk, regardless if it's fast break or half court lob. My man is like sacrificing his body on every play.
I want those big men like those. Like that's a big team, and they got Van Vliet who's just playing off of them, like he's playing off of Kyle Lowry. But yo, Freezy, I gotta be out, man. Salute to you, man. Yo, I'm loving this, man. Maybe tomorrow, I don't have to get rest, man. If you do this, I could definitely be on. But definitely.
Hey, if you on tomorrow, I'm coming through. I'm off tomorrow. Off today. If you get on today, I want to come through.
I might do something at 6 p.m. Just to like hype up everybody for the.
That's when everything will be coming through. It'll be straight after 6.
Hey,
definitely. If you're there, please join.
Let me spring the surprise on. Spring the surprise on Legion of the Knicks podcast. So you remember when I told you I had a jet that I was working on coming on Barnes Tears?
All right, are you gonna tell me now?
No, okay. Okay, we'll wait.
No. Were you gonna tell me now? Because I wanted to guess.
No, okay, well, hey, I'll tell you what. How about you guess, and then if it's right, I'll admit it. If you wrong, no, I ain't gonna tell you until I get on your show.
Okay, give me at least 2 clues. It could be vague clues. Just give me 2 decent clues, like era he played, nickname something.
Okay.
Give me 2 decent clues, man.
All right, so here's your first clue. He played for the Jets.
Yeah, come on, that's corny, man. Come on.
You said vague clue. You said vague clue.
All right. Besides him playing for the Jets, despite the fact, besides the fact that he's a man, despite the fact of, give me something about the team he played, like that teammates.
So let me clarify by saying this. So I've been reaching out to him, and so it's not in the bag yet. I'm hoping it's in the bag, but I don't have a date. Right? I don't have any of that stuff. Right? So nothing's in the bag. I just need to hear back from him about some stuff. But I give you a hint.
Give me a good hint.
Concern whatever era. He used to wear number 94 for the Jets in any era.
I think I know who it is. I think Woodshed's right.
Dog, where's your guess? No,
because I don't know all the numbers. That's a tough one.
Oh man. Okay.
I know who it is.
Okay, time's up, man. I'll tell you on Legion of the Knicks podcast. I'll tell you on Legion of the Knicks podcast, man.
Oh my God, it's so obvious.
Legit. I'll tell you who I've been reaching out to on
Legion of the Knicks podcast. All right, you got it. Yeah, I think I know what it is. That is crazy. Is crazy to get him.
That's a pretty big guess, Freezy. If Witch is right.
Hey man. Oh, I didn't see Wish's guess. I didn't see it. But anyway,
is Wish correct?
So sorry, Knicks at Night podcast fans. Guillermo didn't get it. So y'all gonna have to tune in to Legion of the Knicks podcast. And hear it.
Like I just remember reading.
Hey man, get some sleep, you animal. You've been up like 22 straight hours.
Dude, man, I'm dying. Man. But yo, I'm gonna see you guys, man. This was fun, man. Salute to all you guys, man. Hopefully you guys come on tomorrow night, man. We could do the same crap, and then when Freezy comes on later, I'll be hyped up on coffee, whatever the hell, man, or whatever. I'll be up talking ish, man. So, you guys, man. Peace. God bless. Thanks for having me on, Freezy.
Oh shit, the Knicks just
hey, no doubt. No doubt.
Yo, later, man.
Yo, my man he could have guessed easily. But anyway, I wanted to keep the conversation rolling in here with the Knicks at Night podcast crew. Y'all don't know how much, you know what I'm saying, I appreciate y'all, man. I wish I could give y'all something, but I'm cheap as hell and y'all don't deserve nothing. I'm just messing.
It's about that counts.
Around. But hey, Reggie Clark, you're a Giants fan, right? Go to Orange Tears and check out the interview I did with Super Bowl winning linebacker, Hall of Famer Harry Carson. A salt of the earth dude, man. And listen, the I'm not looking to pretend all that stuff. Y'all know how it is. If y'all like it, come on. If you feel like you're part of the family, come on. But if you like stuff like that, if you like interviews with Hall of Fame NFL players and things like that, I'm trying to work on stuff like that. I don't have a plug, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a plug or whatever. But cats like Harry Carson was gracious enough to come on, and I'm reaching out to other guys, just waiting to hear back. You know what I'm saying? Just letting them know what it is that I'm looking to do. And it's all about y'all, really. You know what I'm saying? The Jets guy, I want to come on and have it be in a format like this, where Jets fans can legit ask my man questions, and legit, you know what I'm saying, be in the presence of Giants greatness. Jets greatness. So yeah, man, we do this thing for y'all, man. It's not like we do this thing just for, you know what I'm saying, just for S and G's. Well, we do it for S and G's, because I ain't gonna lie, when I see y'all coming to chat, I get hype as hell. You know what I'm saying? Hey, thanks, Amani the Great. Hey, look, we're trying to grow it for y'all. This is something like when it was just me, Art, and Rick, we used to get on and argue so much about every little thing. What I realized was even though it was great content, we didn't know if everybody that came to the channel wanted to hear us argue about X's and O's. So I just wanted to expand this thing where it was like, if you come on, you might get the opportunity to be, you know what I'm saying, ask a cat like Harry Carson some questions, you know what I'm saying, or the guy I'm working on from the Jets. I legit reached out to him right out of my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Right out of my neighborhood, man. And I got a secret for Guillermo. I keep telling him. I got an all-star baseball player that I know he'll be excited to talk to, and not just him, but everybody here. So that's what we're here for. And then plus we get to, you know what I'm saying, get to sit here and let Raphael tell us off. I mean, who don't want to come to the show for that? Who don't want to watch Uncle Freezy get told off by God of Moses and Elijah? Yeah. So, but anyways, if y'all want to get back to this Knicks talk, man, this Russell Westbrook thing is really intriguing to me. Really intriguing to me, man. I feel as if we get a Russell Westbrook, it puts us in a position that we haven't been in about 50 years. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know, it's for once in a lifetime, we have an all-star point guard that's MVP caliber.
Freezy, did you see that he started following Obi Toppin?
Yeah, you told me about that. Yeah. I think it's done. My only holdup is if the Knicks are going to make them take Randall and have to give up draft picks.
Bring that conversation back. What happened? Who's following who?
Obi Toppin is
after the Knicks drafted Obi. Russell Westbrook started following Obi Toppin.
Wow.
On Instagram.
Ooh. And it wasn't like a situation where Obi put something out there and Russ was just like random casual NBA fan. It was like as soon as the Knicks draft Obi Toppin, Russ started following Obi. So you like, yo, where there's smoke, there is legit fire.
I did see a Twitter though. Russell Westbrook still in Rockets gear. He was in his
he kind of has to.
He was smirking in his Rockets uniform, like
he's still gonna work out his ability.
Yeah, he's still working out.
Yeah. Hey, Reggie Clark. Hey, thanks for coming, bro. hey, we do this. We do this every night, right? It's the same time we get on, and we try to be. I try to be consistent with the panel, like the cats that come on. We try to be consistent, with it. Not saying that you won't come on, eventually if you feel like you're ready for the big time. If this is what you call the big time, but we try to be as consistent as possible with the stream schedule. Um, Sometimes we have to bump it back or forward a few minutes. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I get in here about 11:45 every night, and we open these microphones up, and we try to chop it up about 90% Knicks, 10% NBA. I mean, you can't talk Knicks sometimes without including other teams, but for the most part, we talk about our beloved Knicks. So thanks for coming, man, and hopefully, if you're available, we'll see you tomorrow.
If we get Russ, we need to get a legit
3-point shooter.
3-point shooter from the three.
Reggie Bullock. That's all we're gonna.
You know what? It could be him. You know what? Okay, I can see that.
It could actually.
Yeah. Hey, Reggie, hit that subscribe button. That way, as soon as we get started, you'll be notified. That way, all you got to do is click on the link, and it'll bring you straight to us.
Man, I can't wait till 6 o'clock. What?
I know. I can't wait either. They're really pushing that John Wall and Russ trade though.
I just don't see that. Like,
I just don't see where that makes sense.
It doesn't make sense for Washington.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make sense for Houston.
Yeah, because
that's another thing.
Unless they're getting picks, like I guess, but
so
like, we saw how much Horford got, but that was not that many picks.
True.
But so supposedly John Wall was throwing up gang signs in New York.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah, that's old. Yeah, that's old, bro.
I think he was putting up blood signs or whatever.
Yeah, I just don't feel like that's the right type of vibe for a city like New York. You know what I'm saying? From their star.
He just gets hurt way too. Like, that's a guy who I would be afraid of trading.
He's fragile,
right? And John Wall hurt is a different hurt. John Wall hurt is always I'm gonna be out extended number of months hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you legit don't know if when you see John Wall walk off the floor, you can say bye to him because you know he's not coming back out the locker room.
Who's our starting five if Russ comes?
Who's our starting five? You said?
Yeah,
Mitchell Robinson. No,
I understand that. Okay, I just want to hear it. Like, we got to talk about this. Like, Mitch, Obi, RJ, Bullock, and him.
Mm-hmm. That's not bad.
That's not bad. And not to talk y'all head off, but I think by adding that starting lineup that you just mentioned, it may be the most competitive lineup we've had since the Melo years.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like a stretch to say that, but when you look at the competitiveness at each position and then expecting that to come together, right. I mean, I think it puts us in a situation where we're at least competitive. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a game this year, and I know y'all remember it. We were in LA, and the Clippers were red hot, and they messed around and lost a game somebody they shouldn't have, and they were like mad. They were like a hornet's nest. And the Knicks were the next team up, you know what I'm saying, for them to get right. So we were their get right game. Mm-hmm. And everything, you could see the talent disparity between us and the Clippers.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's one of those deals where you look at what we look to bring to the table, maybe not tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday, but once we get the roster right, we'll be looking at putting a team on the floor that's competitive every night. I believe that gets us to 40 wins. And I know 40 wins for some Knicks fans is like, oh man, it's only 40 wins. We spent all this money. Dog, you spent all that money last year. and you were nowhere near close to 40 wins.
Nope.
You know what I mean? So instead of being a prisoner of the moment, so to speak, when it comes to the checkbook, I think what we should do is realize that we have a nice young core. Think about your young core for a minute. Think about Mitchell Robinson, Obi Toppin, R.J. Barrett.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This time last year, when they said young core, we were like Frank Ntilikina, DSJ, Kevin Knox, before we took RJ, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people was like, that's not a young core. That's just young. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So now you're talking about RJ Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, and Obi Toppin. So if you're a Knicks fan, you could be inspired by the fact that just by being patient and not shooting our foot off, that we made valuable steps in the right direction. And so what? It's only 2 or 3 steps. In years past, we always take 5 steps backwards.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We always did that. We take 5 steps backwards because we were trying to impress people. Now we're not trying to impress people.
Mm-hmm.
The front office played their moves very close to the vest. Very close to the vest. And now you have Obi Toppin, RJ Barrett, Mitchell Robinson. So while that may not make the Philadelphia 76ers tremble, it will make them notice us. You know what I'm saying? Like we're just not the stop through to Brooklyn anymore. We're not the stop through to Boston anymore. We're legit. When you come to the Garden, you're gonna have to legit play your asses off to win. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't just circle the Knicks on your schedule, assuming that's going to be the night that you go for 55 or 60. Yeah, that's what superstars do. The superstars legit. The superstars that only play the Knicks once a year, they legit circle that Garden game. They're like, yo, this might be my night that I can go off for 60. Maybe I can break that Garden record.
Yep.
The cats like LeBron, James Harden, KD back in the day from Oklahoma City.
Lillard.
Guys. Yeah. Now,
I watched Russell Westbrook at a triple double after, like, in the middle of the third quarter or something.
Against in the Garden, right?
Yeah, the Garden. Yeah.
Right. And so you watch that with your own eyes, right? And
Yeah.
Knicks fans that follow you on Knicks at Night and come in the chat, they say, no, I don't want Westbrook. But you legit saw this dude get a triple double.
Dude, he's so impressive, man, when you watch him. Like, watching him live, like, than from the TV.
Right.
It's like, it's crazy.
Right. That's
and like another underrated thing is like being able to like perform under the bright lights of New York. Like, you can't underestimate it.
Right. I mean, you legit look at Russell Westbrook as a guy that maybe, like, right now we review our revisionist history. We review Russ like maybe he's a Ron Harper, like the Bulls Ron Harper maybe, and like, yeah, he was playing next to a guy that was the GOAT, and his numbers were down, and all they asked him to do was such and such. Dog, do you remember the early Ron Harper that used to give Mike Jordan the business? The reason why he was in Chicago in the first place playing next to Mike Jordan and Scottie Pippen is because they were like, yo, this dude is legit too good to be on the open market. We can't face him on another team. We have to bring him here. And he's willing to sacrifice his game. Yo, we just – and I know for old heads, they're like, that's a stretch, man, comparing to Russell Westbrook. But just imagine the Cleveland Cavaliers, Ron Harper, right? The LA Clippers, Ron Harper. You know what I'm saying? Not the Bulls, Ron Harper, not the Lakers, Ron Harper, but legit early Ron Harper before all these things happened to him. Now, with the Russell Westbrook, you go to Russ and you'll say, hey man, listen, we've wanted you for a long time, and now we have you, and we want to unleash Brody. We want to legit unleash Brody. We want Brody to reign supreme in here. And then you go to and you ask Brody, is Brody still in there? And you ask a guy with a killer instinct, is that killer instinct still in there? Dude, when you unleash Brody in the Garden, in my opinion, is probably going to be the best basketball of the last generation. I think it might be comparable to Carmelo in his prime. That's my view on it, right? Because you legit have other young, hungry guys that want to. Man, Obi Toppin cried yesterday after admit he cried. He was like, "Yo, this is his dream," right? And then you
Dude,
can
he wants to rep New York.
yeah, and you can go to RJ Barrett and like, hey, we just brought in a dude with killer instinct. RJ, do you have a killer instinct? Can you play with a guy with killer instinct? You know what I'm saying? Now the intangible things that we look at, not just the ESPN box score, like Evergreen G tried to slay us with an RJ Barrett stat line last year. That was down and embarrassing. But he didn't bring up the fact that RJ Barrett played 3 weeks on a high ankle sprain, right? Saquon Barkley had a high ankle sprain and he missed 2 months of an NFL season. RJ Barrett played through it. I mean, come on. I mean, at some point, we have to legit get away from some stats and analytics and look at what's inside somebody's chest.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like our viewers. Like, so for the past few nights, our viewers went from 30 strong to 100 strong, right? They want to be here. It's the same thing with Russ and RJ. They want to be. They feel that. They feel something great about to happen. They feel like something great is about to become of Knicks at Night podcast and the New York Knicks. When we get Brody, bro, when we get Brody, we are legit gonna be competitive every night. That's all I got. Hey, Raphael, I'm sorry I talk so much, man. I'm gonna move out the way.
No, you're fine. I gotta head out.
Oh.
I'm gonna.
Do your thing.
Yeah, do your thing, man.
Okay, guys. All right, take it easy, all right, guys.
Yeah, have a good one.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right.
All right.
Tomorrow's gonna be crazy.
I can't wait till tomorrow.
Yep.
I can't wait.
Everything's gonna break like at 3:00.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be at the gym and I'm like, God damn it.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't gotta head out, man. I see all these people in here. I'm so excited for the fact that we have that we grow in this channel. The fact that this thing started with me, Art, and Rick just going at each other's jugular. Rick Wall was legit like so mad at us for countering his points. You know what I'm saying? We're like,
it wasn't that bad.
yeah,
It wasn't that bad.
yeah, and we were doing it with like 13 viewers, and now we getting this thing up to over 100 people, like over 100 people, just like legit coming in here and contributing. Man, the reason why I dip out the video and just get in the chat is because the chat moves so fast that I don't want to miss people's comments. You know what I'm saying? The comment box is legit. Everybody hungry, just Knicks fans. Just
tomorrow, man, it's gonna be so lit in here.
Yeah,
that's what I'm waiting for. I can't wait. I can't wait because especially if we make a major move,
bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. As soon as Russell Westbrook is officially a Knick, I'm talking about officially. I'm talking about in the press conference, holding up his jersey and all of that. That's gonna be my screensaver for at least 6 months. You know what I mean? And it's not just because of Russell. It's not just because of Brody. It's the fact that the Knicks legit saw a position of need and addressed it. We don't always get that. You know what I'm saying? We always get like, we need shooting. Oh, let's get Doug McDermott. I like Dougie McBuckets, right? I like Dougie, but he's not exactly Klay Thompson. You know what I'm saying? Right. We're always like, well, we need a point guard, and we signed Ray Felton. Hey, Ray, I need you to come on the show, Ray. that
was like the best point guard signing we had in a while.
Right. So far too smart. It's not confirmed. We just think, in my honest opinion, I think it's about 70% done. I think the John Wall to Washington, to Houston thing is just smoke to get the Knicks to hurry up and do something. You know what I mean? I think the Russell Westbrook to New York thing is, we'll probably have to give up, and I'll be sad to see him go, but we'll probably have to give up Knox, maybe some DSJ, some other stuff. Hey, what's up, David Lanson? What's good?
Yeah, like we have like a million picks in 2023 now. Like we could definitely move some.
Right. I wouldn't be. You know what? I would be okay moving the number one pick, the first round pick in the 2022 draft, the Amani Bates draft. And the reason being is because if we get Russ, I don't think we'll be in the lottery by that time. I think our young guys will have progressed enough.
That's what happened when we thought we were going to be in the playoffs for Eddie Curry.
Yeah.
Like you just can't do that. You got to protect it or something.
Yeah.
You got to give it a lottery.
Russ beat down the side. I got mixed feelings.
What was that?
I got mixed feelings about Russ.
All right, so mixed feelings means that you have more than
one. I just think his presence is going to be worth it, though.
Yeah. So what are the feelings that get mixed up?
He's so ball dominant, and he's like a point guard that's a center. Like if we are in a half court, we really need shooters. RJ, he's a good slash. I think Tibbs is gonna have to coach his ass off with Russ in the half court. If we have a fast-paced team, great. Like we're gonna do a lot of things at the rebound. We got Obi, we got Mitch, we got like actual RJ, actual slashers and rim runners. My fear is that it's going to regress RJ.
Nah, man. Westbrook runs the fast break at least.
Yeah.
And we need a fast break point guard. It's just the money. Like eventually, these players are gonna need to get re-signed.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Freaking the luxury tax does not matter with Dolan.
Right. I
don't know.
It doesn't.
Right, especially if it's bringing some measure of shine to the Knicks, right? Say, and I know y'all will say, well, shine is not what we do. We do it for championships. Hey, man, you got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? You can't just legit can't keep being in the lottery at some point.
Exactly.
The focus has to be on winning basketball games.
Yeah, if we keep on being in the lottery, that actually means that we haven't done anything in the draft either, because that means our guys can't impact wins.
It's true. That's true.
Right. Hey, and Woodshed said too. I'm gonna say this, but you didn't get to your other point. So Woodshed said RJ will regress if the Knicks keep him around bad players.
It's true.
I 100% agree.
I agree
because I think mentality is an underrated trait, right? Mm-hmm. Like this Knicks at Night podcast. If it was just a duplicate of what everybody else saw, people would come and go, right? People would be like, yeah, it's just like Knicks fan TV. It's just like such and such, such and such. Mm-hmm. But here, we are cut from a different cloth. We have a different mentality. We want y'all to be here. We need y'all to be here. You know what I'm saying? We want to grow this thing. The Knicks at Night podcast is not just about Uncle Freezy making money. This ain't my thing. I have a good life, right? But the thing about this is man, with Knicks at Night podcast, man, you bringing in the homies. How many of y'all can say y'all get with 100, 110 of y'all homies every day at the same time?
Right.
You can't say that. You know what I'm saying? You can't you get with your homies like maybe 2 or 3 at a time. Maybe 5 at a time. The Knicks at Night podcast is dope because it's like-minded people coming together doing a thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing for the Knicks on the court. If your mentality is one that you are okay with losing, guess what you are?
A loser.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's just plain and simple. You can't make it more plain than that. In my opinion. So it's one of those things, man, where I feel like you got to bring in Russ. You got to bring in Russ. You can't shopping in a bargain bin for a position of need that you've had for say 20 years.
Yeah, exactly. I look at the point guard free agency and I'm like, no, I don't want any of those guys.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
I said I looked at if you look at the point guards that are available, in free agency, there's nothing that could help out more than Russ.
Right.
Yeah, true. That's true.
Like, people want to say Fred VanVleet, but like, he was the fourth or fifth best player on the Raptors.
Right.
And then when he comes to the Knicks, he's going to be expected to be the guy.
Exactly.
Do you like? He's never been in that role. Like,
right.
I'm telling you, like, he's in the same caliber as a Julius Randle free agent sign.
And you know what that does? That gives you two Julius Randles. If you had Julius Randle last year by himself, just imagine having two of them. You know, I mean, legit. I mean, think about that. People, the dude, Julius Randle, legit with the game on the line, legit kicked the ball out of bounds in a close game against the Nets, right?
Man.
And you know what? That's been his meme all year. The spin move against Jared Allen, where he kicks the ball out of bounds. That's the snapshot of his season. And he was trying to make a play in a winning moment. The fact that he botched it up, the fact that he was trying to do something is not the point to Knicks fans. The fact to Knicks fans is he didn't do it and he looked clumsy doing it. You know what I'm saying? Is this our star? This is supposed to be our star right here. Fumbling the ball out of bounds in a time that we need him. And then people legit want to bring in Fred VanVleet. So now you want to bring in two guys? Yeah, I mean two Julius Randles? I mean, and then they'll be eating up most of your cap. I mean, I just can't see it. And I'm begging Leon Rose not to do it. Leon Rose, look, I've been a Knicks fan since legit Knicks fan. I'm talking about legit Knicks fan since 1976, right? That's a long time, bro. That's a long time to keep getting your heart snatched out every season.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we've been patient. People are like, hey, Uncle Freeze, listen, man, be patient. Dog, how long can you be patient when the opportunities continue to get passed over? You know what I'm saying? We consistently try to be patient. And Joe Curry, don't start that. Don't start the age thing, man. It's not about age, man. I use that as to establish a point of reference. Like we legit have gone through this thing for too long, right? I was a Knicks fan before '76, right? I used to go in there. My uncles be talking trash about the Knicks, like, oh man, we need such and such. You know, I was like, going with the crowd because I was young. But I actually became a legit fan of them in '76. Like I legit was old enough to follow and understand what everybody was talking about. Like have these type of conversations, right? So I'm asking Leon Rose. Leon Rose, listen, man. Russell Westbrook is out there on the market, former MVP. I know he makes a lot of money, but we've had a position of need for a long time. Like the two things, like the stars are aligning. Like the DJ is playing, you want to dance, and the DJ is playing your jam. Now is not the time to sit out off the dance floor and not dance. You know what I'm saying? Everything is right for you to go ahead and do your thing. Dog, do your thing. We're not going to be mad. If you make a mistake out of aggression, I can dig it. But if you make a mistake out of nervousness and trepidation, we're going to be mad at you forever. You're going to be another dude in that long line of Steve Mills. You know what I'm saying? And dudes like that, where you try to trade Julius Randle for Terry Rozier and throw in our first round pick this year just because you need a point guard trying to save your job. We don't want that no more, man.
But like, I really think he's going to be here because like I can't imagine a team trading for him anymore because Charlotte got LaMelo Ball.
Right.
So,
right.
Like where else is he going to go? Because he's not going to stay there.
Right. So the time
is go back to OKC. Is he going to go back to OKC?
No, right. So to Art's point, the time is right. The mood is right. Let's get it on. What are we waiting on? You know what I'm saying? It's everything has lined up for us. Detroit doesn't need a point guard anymore. Phoenix doesn't need a point guard anymore. You know what I mean? I mean, Detroit, Phoenix. Who else needed a point guard that we were that was in competition with us? I think
Charlotte.
Right. Nobody else needs a point guard anymore, and Russ is out there on the market. if we pull a move, I believe, and this is where I was kind of saving it because I didn't want Guillermo to cut my head off, but if we pull a move where we sign Fred VanVleet to 3 years, $75 million, I think that might be the straw that break the camel back for Knicks fans, because
I think it might be
the whole having 2 Julius Randles on your team.
Wait, what was the straw?
Signing Fred VanVleet to 3 years, $75 million.
I think he could get 4 years, which is crazy.
Oh my gosh, even 4 years. And I'm not knocking Fred VanVleet as a player, but he's the perfect player for the Toronto Raptors system.
Yeah.
He is not the perfect player for what the Knicks are looking to do. A rebuilding franchise loaded with rookies, looking for a veteran to come in and lead them to the promised land.
Yeah, like the only way, like I said, it would have made sense if we made a trade for Levine or Booker.
Right.
But we don't have
Mike Conley.
I hate Mike Conley's like even worse. Like he can't.
Yeah.
He's not gonna like change the team's like culture. Like nobody's gonna. He's never been an all-star.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
Like he's not gonna. It's like almost getting Calderon at the end of his career.
Right. And you know what? And to your point, what if Mike Conley comes here
And gets hurt again? He's always hurt. He will get hurt.
Oh my gosh. That's what I mean. Mike Conley comes to New York.
Conley's more injury prone than Russell Westbrook.
Right. So Russell
How
Westbrook,
many years does Russ? 3 years.
3.
That's a lot of years.
So you have one 72-game season on his
Yeah, but-
contract, right?
Okay, I see where you're going with this. Okay,
Right.
Okay.
And then you have a second year and an opt-out year, right? So
He'll probably pick up
or not a opt-out, but a
player option.
a player option type, yeah. And if he picks it up, it's an expiring contract, so we win, right? We win right there. So if Russ picks up that player option, which he will, in the third year, we have $37 million in an expiring contract, which is more appealing to us than having Westbrook play in 20 and 21 seasons.
But like
you can go to a team and say, "Hey, let me get this $47 million off your books." I mean, I don't know how we lose in this situation.
Now, would this be a great offseason for you if we did get Russ and Hayward?
Hey, Quentin Powell, this is live, brother. I know my ugly mug is not appealing. I mean, I'm growing the quarantine beard, but this is live. And don't make Teddy come for you with some jokes, because Ted's got jokes.
Oh yeah. I'm not paying attention to the chat right now, but if I see something funny, I'm gonna let y'all know.
Hey, Quentin is asking because normal human beings don't get on the internet and talk about the Knicks 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah,
I know.
Hey, Quentin. Hey, we're not normal human beings, dog.
we're Knicks at night.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I would be okay with the Russell Westbrook part of it. The Gordon Hayward part of it, we'd have to consider what it is that we're bringing in. So if we're bringing in Gordon Hayward on a 1+1 for, like, say we get Gordon Hayward 1+1, give him the bag, whatever the bag is, right?
It says 25. Think we can afford him?
Yeah, 25 mil for 2 seasons.
No. We're gonna pay him 50 mil. It's gonna be 50 mil for 2, the 25.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm agreeing
to.
Yeah. I would give Gordon Hayward that. I would even consider 2+1.
Okay.
To consider it.
How old is Gordon?
I think he's my age. I think he's 31.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think he's good once he ain't the number 1 option.
Oh, he's not even. He's freaking 29.
Yeah.
Oh man, I give him 3 for sure.
I'm saying consider it. Like you said, you can give him 3. I would consider it. If
2+1
means, yeah, I would definitely consider it. Is what I'm saying. but I got to make sure I know what I'm getting in Gordon Hayward. Like got to pass these physicals, right? And he's got to show me that he's at least.
He was efficient last year.
Right.
I think without all the clutter of him, I think if he's a great second option, I think he's the. I mean, I think he can help RJ a lot because I think they got similar games for real too. I mean, I actually like the pickup a lot with Russ running the foot. I mean, and Gordon's mid-range shot is automatic. It's automatic.
Hey, Martin John said that the Knicks definitely have to be aggressive for Westbrook, and I agree in the sense that our aggression should lead us to acquiring the target, not overpaying for him. You know what I'm saying? That like when we get the fish on the hook, you know what I'm saying? You don't always have to snatch the fish jaws off. You just have to be patient and reel them in. That's the kind of aggression that I think the Knicks should be with Russell Westbrook and the Houston Rockets. Hey, so Felipe Goncalves, how we pronounce that?
Goncalves.
Okay. Hey, so Felipe Goncalves said, I remember Hayward was the fourth option in Boston. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Raheem Allah? What's good? Hey, chemistry is a tough thing to get and to keep, right? Yeah. That's the reason why. One of the reasons why I keep shouting out Art.
Westbrook's washed. He says. He said Westbrook's washed. He said Westbrook's washed.
Oh, now I don't like Raheem. But one of the things I'm saying is my point was
imagine being putting up 27 and 7 and 7.
Yeah. Watching his game, he doesn't dunk as much. I think that's why people say he's. I think he just watches
better on his legs if he's not.
Yeah, I think he just watches what he does now. We go to the basket.
Right, and I also think you can't judge the Rocket with based on Russ's career.
You might be right.
I think it's because if you notice, Chris Paul's numbers were down also. And when he got away from James Harden and increased his usage, his numbers went back up.
That's just could be totally system situation. You're right.
Right. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. So
I like Russ coming to New York just for the simple fact of the rivalry. Oh my God, that rivalry!
Right.
Oh my God, I just want to see him do this to KD one time.
I don't want us to get killed by the Brooklyn Nets.
Right.
I don't think what
the chemistry thing that my man said. The chemistry thing is real. It's the reason why when me, Teddy, and Raphael get on, it seemed like we've known each other, you know what I'm saying, for years when we get on here. It's not just that we've known each other. It's the fact that we have chemistry with each other. It's the same thing with me, Art, and Rick. Like when we get on, we have like a certain level of chemistry, but our chemistry is different. Our chemistry comes from us battling each other on Twitter, and we know who each other are as people. You know what I'm saying? And stances and stuff. So the chemistry thing is on one hand, I just met some guys the other day and we just hit it off. And then in the other scenario, as I've been battling guys for years and they know who they are as people and they ain't gonna stand for certain thing. And I'm the same way. Right. But our chemistry is built through that. So the thing with the Knicks, I know you say you can't just throw certain players together. The thing about that though is if you put guys together that legit go hard and play team ball, they develop chemistry. I learned that in the Army. You bring a whole bunch of dudes that don't know each other together and give them a goal to achieve, and like there's no alternative but to win. You develop chemistry. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Through failures and successes, you develop chemistry. So the fact that if you get Russell Westbrook, don't think of it as a deal where you get a superstar diva, coming into a franchise that hadn't won. Think of it as bringing a whole bunch of hungry dudes together that want to go in the same direction. Russ wants to win and get back to what he used to be. And RJ Barrett will legit tear your heart out if you get away winning. You know what I'm saying? So now you have two Brodies on the same team.
I think our pick and roll game would be crazy on this team with Russ, RJ. First off, you gotta pick who you gonna guard with Obi and Mitch when they sent the pick. Like, who am I? I like it. And if we got a legit sniper in that corner every trip,
Right.
Oh my God.
Right. I mean, yeah, I think in terms of how you build a team offensively is going to be based on what RJ and Russ develop in the backcourt, because you know Mitch is a pick and roll threat. You know Obi Toppin is a pick and roll threat,
Absolutely.
right? With that can stretch the floor a little bit.
And what's so crazy is with Obi's like great corner 3-point shooter in the league, all of a sudden like a PJ Tucker who can pump fake and then dunk on you too.
Oh, he has a nice stroke. I'm not gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie, man. You know, in his press conference, he said, "Look, I'm a 3-point shooter that's just happened to be an athlete. I just did what Dayton wanted me to do." That's what he was talking about in his interview. Got me.
Who is it? Rick Brunson is like one of his trainers.
Yeah,
Rick Brunson was Leon Rose's first client.
Makes sense. It makes sense.
Rick Brunson isn't gonna lie to Leon Rose about Obi Toppin.
Right. He gonna be a straight up dude. That's one of the things that I missed in the Black Wall Street era, so to speak. That cats went straight up. I think David Fisdale was a
the Mills didn't have any connections, man.
Right. Yeah, and Steve Mills, while he tried to be a good guy, you know what I'm saying, he should have been more forthright in a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But listen, I can't knock dudes from Long Island. My grandmother lived on Long Island for like 30 years. You know what I'm saying?
I'm from Long Island.
Dog, why does everything have to be about art?
No, you're telling you respect people from Long Island. I was in that camp.
No, I'm just messing with my man. Hey, shout out to the island. So, but yeah, man. So,
man, I just like the fit with Obi. Like Obi instead of Randall. Like I know Randall's gonna puts up 19 and 9, but like
he got low IQ though. He doesn't make players better. He make players better?
And he doesn't even run the fast break, and like he has no reason why to not run the fast break because he's
got an old man game to me.
Yeah, I'm just happy that like it's legit. Randall is not gonna Randall is probably.
I think Randall may still be on the team, man. We'll see.
No, it's
so hey, how many likes do we have for this video? Do we have 100 likes yet? I'd love to get
84.
Okay,
I see 85.
Hey, shout out to the chat, man. I'd love to get this thing to 100 likes. Not for myself, because YouTube don't pay me nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't get nothing from YouTube. But
you don't get the advertisements yet.
No, I don't get
not yet.
Not yet.
Freeze say not yet.
Yeah, not yet. We don't get that. But you know what though? 100 likes basically tells YouTube that it's Knicks fans out here that want content like this, and y'all need to put the Knicks at Night podcast in front of more people, so more people can show up and you know what I'm saying, get this content.
Absolutely.
And the thing about it is, I know that we're unconventional. I'm not knocking the fact that we're not a conventional joint, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you know what we are though? We are the homies. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ever and just for the people in the chat, y'all ever been around the homies and you know you gotta leave, like your baby in the car crying, and you know it's time to go home, but the conversation be so good, you just be standing out there like, dang man, just get the baby a bottle, man. I'm just trying to tell this dude John Starks is legit. You know what I'm saying? Just saying something that totally don't make sense in a real life situation, but you love the Knicks so much. This is what this is. Like when you go to a game at the Garden and you know the train leaving in like 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And you out there talking, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
This is conversation. This is raw conversation without the condom.
Unfiltered.
Hey, I love why I said, yo, you got to get Uncle Freezy some commercials. Hey, man. Hey, listen. Hey, man, y'all. This chat right here to me is the best because it's not like, you know, everything is super produced and all that stuff. We just here, you know what I'm saying? You just chopping it up, basically. That's all we do, just chopping it up.
No Homer takes.
Yeah, and we ain't here.
I'm not here for an agenda.
Right.
Speak my mind.
Barbershop talk without the barbershop.
Yeah.
Right. That's exactly why this thing is so fun. Like with Art and Teddy, man, they're gonna keep it as real as absolute possible. Like with me, I'm not Wally Zerbiak, so I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, the Knicks pick 8th, it's the greatest pick in the draft because such and such and such and such. No, that ain't me. You know what I'm saying? I watched MSG the other day, and you can legit see them capping for picking 8. Like what? Capping for why? Yeah, what?
Hey man, a top 5 player dropped to 8, so I can't. Yeah. You can't. That never happened.
My boss Rose said, "Look, I want Obi. Make it happen.
Make it happen."
And it happened.
He was like, "Yeah, yo." He probably like told his agent to like tell people like, "Yo, he ain't shit," or like.
Nah, he hit the person up personally. Hey,
yo, I bet that whole thing because I was giving Obi Toppin some shit because there was a report that said he was getting advice from Kevin Knox. That was probably used to scare teams away.
Yeah.
It's like, what? This guy's getting tips from a scrub?
Well, hey, and you know what? The thing that impressed me in a way, and I'm not, and just hear me out on it. The thing that impressed me with the front office getting a look at what was on the roster is that they legit was like, these free agent signings last year were trash. You know what I'm saying? And the first opportunity they got, they ran MFers out of town. You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, they looked at the roster and was like, what do we do with this? Legit, what do we do with this? We're paused. We're paused in our decision making because we look at these kids like we can't give them away because it looks as if we're decreasing their value. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know if we can keep them. But how about we just bring in other guys? You know what I'm saying? And then that way that can validate a move down the road if we have to make it. So.
Man, you guys saw the picture of Obi when he was a kid wearing the Spreewell jersey?
No, yeah. I didn't.
True Knick fan.
Right.
Look out.
See it?
That is dope.
And he's wearing number 8, being the 8th pick in the draft.
Yeah. Oh man,
we got a number 8 on our team right now.
No,
that'd be interesting.
Nah, I still think he wears number 1, man.
Oh, you know what? You're right.
His logo would be sick. It would be like OB and then 1.
Oh, with the 1. Oh man, I didn't even think about that. You're right.
That'll be too dope.
Marketing.
That'll be too dope. And the fact that his jersey is gonna say Toppin 1, don't even kill the conversation.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying,
dude? I can't wait. All the rhymes that Clyde's gonna do.
Oh man, Clyde's gonna kill it. Oh my god.
Yo, so let me ask y'all this. I've been searching for Clyde Frazier's stuff all day, and I've been searching for Clyde's stuff because I was gonna send him like one of those one-off shots, like, "Hey Clyde, come on, the Knicks at Night podcast," just some random ass shit. But is Clyde legit a good guy? Like in person? Have y'all talked to him?
He's a great guy.
I never met him.
I met him.
From what I hear, though, everybody loves him.
Yeah, like he's like one of the nicest guys I've ever met.
Wow.
Like, him, Mike Breen. Well, right. One like the nicest Knicks.
Really?
Larry Johnson's a great guy. Allen Houston's great.
And during this time, you know, not to even bring up race or anything, but they don't want to support any black coming up industry. You know what I mean? So I would reach out.
And so it'll be a dream for me to just have him do like a video clip, like something I can use as an intro.
Just shout out. Yeah.
Just like I can email him and be like, "Hey Clyde, could you just record a clip? Like, yo, go watch the Knicks at Night podcast." You know what I'm saying? Just
I'll hear wrong with it. Hey, you ain't living right if you ain't watching Knicks at Night. Hey,
a rhyme. Oh my god. Yeah, that'll be super dope.
There was like an app that you could like pay for like former athletes to like give shout outs.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something like that because I know cats like Clyde are super busy. You know what I'm saying? And then, so it's one of them deals. I don't want to impinge on what people have going on. But if they could do, it'll be dope in the fact that it'll be some like a gift to Knicks fans. Like it doesn't cost you anything. You know what I'm saying? It won't cost us anything. Clyde, it better not. So, but he could just do like anybody know how to get in contact with Clyde Frazier. Let us know. You know what I'm saying? That way, we can present something to our family, our Knicks at Night podcast family, and in that way, hey dude said, hey Blue Diamond Jim said we drafted 65-year-old Obi Toppin.
I just read that.
Yeah, that's funny. He's not 65, man. He's only, what is he, 45? I mean, come on, you got to give him his correct age. Yeah.
We drafted a vet. That's what's up.
Hey, so here's another thing I wanted to ask. The Knicks at Night family, the Knicks at Night podcast family. Do y'all enjoy stuff like the stuff from Knicks Film School, like getting the emails and stuff, the articles, things like that?
No, I don't enjoy any of this shit. I'm not gonna.
Wow. Oh, this is like, no.
I'm keeping it real. I don't like any of the blogs at all. Knicks
Really?
blogs, like I don't read any of them.
Really?
I don't listen. I
like Knicks tape. I like Knicks tape.
So what separates it? Like what makes it not?
I think they're just more home. Like I feel like there's no balance between like ESPN is like all against the Knicks, right? And like the beat writers are against the Knicks, and then all the bloggers are all homers.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to hear like we're like a freaking lottery team, man. I don't want to hear that. Yo, Damian Dotson is a great player and blah blah blah. Like he's like a fringe NBA player.
Right.
Right. I can't take their takes seriously if they're not going to be objective.
Hey, y'all stupid, man.
Yeah, and y'all know my take on Dot is that Dot is one of those guys that is never healthy. Like he legit has never played a full season.
Studio headphones, bro. Professionals use this.
Yeah. My man is a pro. A pro. You know what? The thing with Dot is if Dot goes somewhere and has a successful career, I'm not gonna hate on him. You know what I'm saying? Like if he come back to the Garden and like a Trailblazers uniform, I think I might have to clap for him. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's one of them deals. Like if you're not a Knick, you ain't nobody. That's my stance on everything. Like cats legit trying to get me, like West Coast cats legit trying to get me, like DM me to talk like other stuff, and I'm like, yo, I'm not talking Golden State Warriors shit with nobody. I'm a Knicks fan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You come in here, you talking Knicks, we 90% Knicks, 10% everything.
That's why I was upset when Yella tried to bring that Lakers stuff in here. You know what I mean? Yella, I gotta call you up, Yella. I'm glad you converting yourself to New York though.
Hitting on my headphones. How dare you?
I got to take my boy Arts back for that, but he converting over. We see him. He always in here.
Yeah, like
we see you.
Yeah, he's a closet Knicks fan. It's so obvious.
Right.
Dudes.
Why are you here? You're a Laker fan.
One day, but the dudes are legit. Like Indiana Pacers content creators, all two of them are like, yo, why don't y'all let me come on the joint so we can talk some Oladipo? Hell no. This is Knicks at night. You know what I'm saying? Even Ed Memphis wanted to talk Memphis, and y'all know Ed, right, from the Twitter chat.
Yeah.
Talk Memphis Grizzlies. Hell no. And Ed is my dude. But we not getting ready to talk.
Ed always tries to make it he's a Knicks fan, and then like he like suggests like the worst move for the Knicks. I'm like, dude, you call yourself a Knicks fan and you're suggesting this move?
He works for the Memphis newspaper that covers the Grizzlies,
right?
Yeah. So he's a contributor for the Grizzlies, but we're not about to come on Knicks at Night podcast.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about Dylan Brooks. I don't care.
Yeah, no, I don't care about Brandon Clark, dog. Is he getting traded to the Knicks? If he
Yeah,
get traded to the Knicks, then
Yeah, I don't want to hear about it.
yeah, yeah. I was trying to when I was looking at doing this, I talked to some Chicago Bulls fans that did a video blog every day, and they were like, "Yo, you want to come on and talk about the Bulls? Hell no." I'm hitting y'all up so I can learn how to do the Knicks
I
stuff.
still can't get over that they took Patrick Williams at 4.
Yeah.
That's the he better show up because that was a huge pick.
Right, and then plus the Chicago Bulls, and I ain't throwing shade, but that Chicago Bulls crowd, I ain't gonna say their name because you don't get free advertising here, but that was like the wine and crumpets crowd, and I'm the beer and hot dogs crowd, and I know, and I don't mean to offend nobody. If you like wine, so so mote it be. If you like crustinis and all that stuff, hey man, hey, do your thing. But my crowd that I feel the most comfortable with is beer and hot dogs. You know what I'm saying? That's the crowd that I feel the most comfortable with. And no knock on the little lobster sandwichy things, and the oysters Rockefeller and the fine wines. Hey man, I'm sure all that's great.
No, I get a beer and and
another beer.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, and for me, and so since I'm vegan now, man, I'm I have to watch all that. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Shout out to Quentin Powell, by the way. The thing I wanted to get back to is the Russell Westbrook thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just adding, and I know I'm beating a dead horse, but I've never had a dead horse to beat before, so I don't know what else to do with it. So you know what I'm saying. So the Russell Westbrook thing to me is legit going to change our franchise in a positive way, and I think it's because it's going to, for one, get us out of that mindset that we can't acquire superstars, and two, it's going to address a position of need, and so it at least gives us hope that once the season starts on December 22nd, that we're going to field a competent NBA team and not be looking forward to the lottery.
I'm sick of the lottery, bro.
Right.
So when do you think we sign Russ? Honestly.
You mean trade for Russ?
Trade for Russ, yeah.
When's like
go ahead, man.
I think it has to be in the next couple of days. If it's not happening. But like I just can't see, like, where's he gonna go?
I don't see who has the cap space, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. And like Milwaukee already traded for Drew. Like the only team is like us or like OKC. But like,
hey, I like it. I hope.
Sick of my neck. I have a neck. Here it is. I'm just like slouched over because I'm tall.
Man. Hey, technology makes you do kind of odd stuff.
I don't hype the yellow up. Now he want to crack jokes on.
Yeah, I know. Now he's going personal over here, telling you that he doesn't like anybody. Why are you here if you don't like us?
I want to see what yellow look like. If we talk all this cash, I want to hear him talk any perspective about anything.
Never comes on. The link is right in the thing.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what though? But yellow fella has done something that I kind of like. You know what I'm saying? He kind of came to have
the bad guy in the chat.
Well, it came and stayed. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
The thing about and to be real with you, dog, this Knicks at Night podcast family is one that every time I go back and look at statistics, is growing exponentially, right? And it's because of people like yellow fella that come in and kick it and stay. You know what I'm saying? And add comments and all that stuff. So while he trolling me because I don't have a neck, hey dog, that's funny, right? but he's still here, and that's even better. Like, yo, I mean, the fact that he's comfortable enough with us to hang around and crack jokes, to me, is a win for everybody. Hey, do your thing, man. Yeah, exactly, man. Because all we do is get here just to talk that noise.
Oh yeah.
We not that crowd. Like, I'm not getting out of a Lamborghini, You know what I'm saying? Going to sit in some skybox. I'm just a regular dude.
And we all got that friend that love to crack jokes. That's like Yellow. Yellow, that dude that's always gonna crack jokes, always gonna come in, try to stir up the chat.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So I believe the Knicks are gonna get something done tomorrow. Yeah. And I said it. I actually said it Sunday night. I think I told y'all I believe the Knicks were gonna do something Monday, and if we don't do anything by the end of the week Friday, then nothing is gonna be done. Unfortunately,
I saw earlier that Begley said that he doesn't think. He shot down the AD thing to the Knicks, and then he shot down Van Vliet.
Did he?
Yeah, I think so. But I hope he's right.
But I was just reading on Hoops Hype that Toronto's planning on keeping Van Vliet anyway. So
good.
Hey,
I think he'll stay.
Big Oso said fat dudes need love too. Hey, I'm telling you, y'all are hilarious, dog. I'm telling you, y'all are hilarious. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wind this thing down, and so we can prepare for tomorrow.
Max, I need some sleep. So tomorrow's gonna be a long night. I can tell.
Tomorrow is gonna be very.
I'm gonna be watching freaking high school, college kids over here. Watching some prospects. What?
So what we did to Rick Wall? Why Rick Wall not coming on?
I don't know. You probably offended him. No, I don't know.
Yeah, I offend him every day. I mean,
Rick might got a girlfriend now, man. You never know.
Hey, you know what? He might.
He said he was busy with work before.
Oh, okay.
I remember. So,
well,
I was off for a good 2 weeks before. So,
yeah, well,
it's his time for his break.
Yeah. It's probably just one of them things where, but you know what though, I legit feel like we need to go ahead. How many likes we got?
99. We need one more.
Somebody smash that like button. Somebody smash that like button.
Smash that like button if you haven't yet.
Hey, shout out to
you're already here.
100 likes. We did it.
Hey, man.
There we go. We
got 100 likes.
There we go.
102.
Oh wow! Look at that! Look at us! Look at us! Hey, we doing our thing. Hey, and you know what? I ain't even gonna go there. I was gonna say it ain't even about us. I was just about to get into my infomercial thing. Yeah, but I ain't even gonna get into infomercial mode no more.
Nah, big up to y'all, man. We ain't nothing without y'all. So big ups to everybody in the chat that show support to Freezy out here doing his thing for Knicks at night, and for all the sleep deprived people that love to just, you know what, I can't get no sleep. Let me listen to some Knicks. We love it.
Morning.
We love it.
3 o'clock in the morning, we still chopping it up about Knicks.
All these night owls in here.
Yeah, man. Hey, so shout out to everybody, man. We'll be back on tomorrow, same time, and I'm trying to be as consistent as possible. I don't not trying to change the time. It'll probably be somewhere in the neighborhood of 11:45, 11:40, something like that.
You're not gonna be on 6 o'clock?
But
You're not gonna be at 6 o'clock? I thought you were off.
No. Talking about the prime time hours. I let the big boys eat at that time. You know what I'm saying? We gonna eat on our schedule. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody, man. Love y'all. Tomorrow, same time. Hopefully, we'll have some more news. If not, we're gonna continue to break this thing down to the very last compound, like we've been doing all week long. And also meant to say, if y'all wanna continue the conversation away from here, you can hit me up on Twitter at Big Freezy. You know what I'm saying? You can DM me or follow or whatever. I generally try to stay in contact with everybody. Even the comments for these videos, I stay on that. You know what I'm saying? Just so that we can continue. Hey, Wood, we're going to need to have you on, man. Maybe Saturday or Sunday, dog. You're going to have to come through.
All right, peace out, everybody. Have a good night, except Yellow fella.
Hey, salute to my guy, Yellow.
Hey, yeah. Oh, hey, you know what? Did I do it?
Do what?
Guess who's in the building? It's Yellow fella. All right, y'all. Peace.
All right.